That's right. Back live, Kdqn 92.1 with the Morning Brew. Good morning, Patrick.
Good morning, Tyler. What's up?
Oh, man.
Man, I've been waiting all weekend to be back here.
I have been too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I have been feeling just a hole in my soul all weekend.
Yes.
For not talking to the beautiful audience out there.
We should really, I think we're going to start doing this Saturday
Yeah.
and Sunday, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, wait, what's that? Big man in the corner
Oh,
of
he
us says
said no.
no.
Sorry,
he doesn't
guys.
want us to, give too much.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. No, we need that 2 days to not like by the end of every show on Friday. I'm like, is there anything more to say?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't need to talk.
Yeah, I need today to go really well, and it
Yes.
started really badly.
Oh.
Yeah, I go to Easy Mart this morning.
Yeah. Declined.
No. Dropped my phone out of my car.
Yeah.
Cracked the screen on it. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably hard for you to see.
Oh,
Do you see it there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like a gunshot.
Yeah, and this thing had the Gorilla Glass or whatever.
Oh.
And then like a case that like I've dropped this in some pretty crazy situations.
Yeah.
And I've been reserved for the past, say, few months. I've been like, this thing is unbreakable. And it took like the tiniest little, like from my lap onto the ground.
That's how it is. I have mine like has it's got a little body glove case, but no Gorilla Glass.
Right.
You know, it's just like a $80 smartphone from Walmart.
Yeah.
And I have dropped it like from head level.
Yeah.
It's got thrown around. My daughter puked in it. Now you can't really use the speakerphone anymore because of that. It sounds real bad. But that thing has been I've been wanting it to break. I really desperately need to get a new one. Because that $80 phone is good for about 80 days. $1 a day. I think.
$1 a day.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
That's probably a good average for a phone. Like, I know yours, that's a nice phone.
That's
I know
not bad.
it's probably $1 a day for a phone.
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I mean, right about that. I think the phone itself was like $300.
Okay.
But they set me up on the payment plan, so I just pay $10 for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
But they have like I always get the text message like, we got the new, so I might have to take advantage of the new, and then it's not terrible to have something like this in the drawer there just in case I'm without a backup. So I think I might roll over there, and if they give me the same deal because it's the same payment every month for the bill.
Yeah.
But they just add $10 or $20 to every bill to pay it off, So I think I might roll on over there today and see my new options.
I don't know how some of those sell, because I have always had like a pay as you go kind of phone.
Yeah.
We've done Straight Talk now since like it came out, really. And then just buy whatever phone is Straight Talk compatible at Walmart. But I constantly hear Verizon, this or that. You go in there, it's like, phone's free. Any phone you want is free. And I'm like, how does that work again?
Yeah, it's obviously not free, but they want you to get rid. They want to get rid of these things.
Yeah.
Like I want you to have one. The corporations probably pay, Verizon to have like, some crazy cheap payment plan. So it's like, oh, I can't afford a phone. Yes, you can. It's only $10 a month.
Then I'll take 6.
Exactly. One for each member of the family.
And then this one comes out every year now, right? Phones are that.
They might be 2 I don't even know. And the Samsung ones, like at least the iPhones. Well, no, they usually release like the new one for the year, and then like a slim, or a smaller,
one that doesn't explode,
one that doesn't, as
when
much.
The battery goes low,
And then the Galaxy or the Samsungs or whatever, they'll release like it's the foldable, and then the new, and then the S, and then the Note, the big. It's like an iPad in your pocket.
It's like a whole suite of them.
Yeah.
When at the same time, it's like so many things. You have a new car every year. There's a new Silverado every year, new phone every year, new this or that every year. When it's like, if they could just like take a year off, and just take 2 years to come out with one, maybe they would be able to like make them better and test them and develop them a little bit so they don't have.
How big of a hit would they take?
I guess
I just
it'd be
don't
tremendous.
know. I guess so,
because it's constantly, how it's all quarterly profits, right? Every quarter's got to be better than than last year's quarter. So
very important.
You take a year off, see your phone's
and now it's possessed now.
You're gonna definitely irritate some shareholders, I guess. Is
yeah.
At bare minimum.
Could you imagine like the big tech meeting, like the big tech convention that comes out where they preview the new technology and whatnot, and they're just like, we're gonna take this year off.
What?
Yeah,
Riot.
Yeah, they're expecting people to be like, yes,
yeah, good idea. Just take a second, take a breath, and properly develop this thing. No. What else am I gonna spend my money on?
Yeah, and they're the same. They're the same every time.
Yes.
The improvements are it's all the camera. That's why like this phone right here was whatever $200-300 in payments. It's probably got the same computer capability as the hottest $2,000 phone, but the camera, that's what you're paying for. I'm pretty sure.
It's just these things only get marginally better.
Yeah.
They only get better around the edges. And it's this book I just got done reading for a book club.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
Book club.
We'll talk about that later. But we did read this one, and the guy talks about he talked about like how phones just get a little bit better, but then people still go buy them, and he's like, really the new phone rush. You're like excited about the new features. Honestly, it lasts about like 10 days. Is
new phone rush?
Yeah, if at best, like the high you get from buying a new phone. Yeah, sorry, not the rush to go get
10 days. That seems long.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. I mean, for the most part, you're like after your first day, you're gonna be like, you're gonna be in the same exact spot as you were with the old phone.
For sure.
Yes,
for sure. You never get ahead.
Never get ahead.
You know, and then in a day you're gonna say this thing sucks.
Yeah.
Like slow, took forever.
You know, they talk about like obviously the less you have, the more happy you're going to be with your lottery winnings. You know, studies they've done, like a single mom make $12,000 a year. You know, she wins $500,000 in the lottery. She's going to be a lot happier than, let's say, you know, a Goldman Sachs, investment manager who makes $500,000 a year, and now he gets a raise where now he's making $1 million.
Yeah.
How much? He's going to buy a little snazzier car.
Right.
You know, he's going to buy a little bigger place.
Add it to the pile. I don't.
Yeah. Right.
It's not really a big deal.
You know, it's pretty, and then pretty soon to be like, man, I'm working like a millionaire.
Yeah.
For a little better stuff than I had when I was just a half a millionaire.
Yeah. It's probably the most dangerous when you're in that like nice middle class zone where you probably have a good amount of stuff. You got the ATVs, you got the jet skis, you got the nice house on the property, acreage. You're making good money and this and that, but then you get the lottery and now you're like, whoa, just throwing the money into the air. Not really, maybe, I don't know who's the worst at dealing with lottery wins. I want to know that. You want to say like poorer people, obviously. New rich is not great. It doesn't usually last very long.
Yeah, if you never really had money and then you get a big old pile of it, you know, then it's time to do some research and really make sure that 2 years later you're not as broke as you were when you bought the lottery ticket in the first place.
Yeah, it's kind of like new poor. If you're new poor, that's a tough time. This is a tough economy for new poor. I'm old poor. I can make ramen last, dude. I'm breaking ramen in half, saving the other half.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Cutting the seasoning packages in half. Yeah.
There's a great movie. It's a Woody Allen movie. So I don't know. Can you like his movie and also realize he's a terrible guy?
I was gonna say I don't mind Woody Allen movies. Just that weird little neurotic guy that's in all of them. I've never liked him.
This is the newer ones. I think he's not in them.
Okay,
So it was a newer movie, Blue Jasmine. It was called, and it was a great movie about it was like a couple. There was Alec Baldwin in it. That's a weird. This is dating me, and it's like a recent movie. So Alec Baldwin in it
before the criminal charges,
before all that, And then I don't remember who it was. A real famous actress, and it's a real rich couple. Then Alec gets found right at the beginning of the movie that he has been like tax fraud, tax evasion, and all this, and he goes to prison. And they seize everything, take it, and now she has no money after living for 20 years married. Extremely rich. Now she's now nothing, so she has to call her cousin and go and live with her cousin like in the Bronx or whatever. Wow. But it's a great representation of what new poor looks like. When she walks in like tap water, that type of thing. Like tap water, okay? So I highly recommend that.
Taxi and
exactly. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. We just said goodbye to some in-laws. or not my in-laws, but Jen's in-laws, our family, and I sat down with Kyle, his mom, for a while, and she was talking about her trip to Europe, and of course the whole time I was like, whatever and stuff, but it does sound pretty nice.
Like 3 weeks too, right?
3 weeks, yeah. And
it's a long time away to be away from the United States,
for sure. And it's like everything is expensive except for like traveling, really. Like, okay, the flight over, that's expensive.
Yeah.
But then like she went from UK to everywhere, Rome and stuff, and just buying one of those passes. I mean, they still use trains.
Yeah.
I guess over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. No, no, they still use that.
Better.
Yeah. But they got that like bullet train or whatever, that Euro train. Yeah. And that would be a cool thing to take for a little while.
Even like flights within when I was over there, like I'd take a flight from Brussels to Budapest. It was like $105 or something. Now it was one way,
Right.
Because I realized at that point that I didn't have a credit card, and I just had cash when I went up to post 9/11. Yeah, they were like, nah, we don't let people pay one-way tickets with cash. Yeah. Not happening anymore, buddy. So I'd actually call her mom and be like, "Mom, you buy have me a credit card? Yeah. Can you buy me? I really need to go today."
That's a good mom right there.
But, yeah, you got. I mean, it's really. I mean, let's say like you're in Germany, pretty centrally located, or maybe like Poland or some 20 minutes in any direction. You're in another country,
exactly.
Right? So it shouldn't cost that much.
It shouldn't. That's true. But talking about the different type of foods and stuff, I guess we can't get the fish and chips right over here. I've had good fish and chips over here, but apparently over there it's supposed to be so much better. I was just like, everything she said, I was like, so they still do that, huh? Yeah. Like they still haven't caught on. Yeah. She was like, you gotta go. I was like, I will, but I'm definitely gonna I'm gonna get like American flag colored soles and then have them in my shoes. Yeah. So I'm always walking on. I got just diplomatic immunity.
Take the made in China tag off your shoes.
Yes,
first.
Of course. Yeah. That's a given.
Well, that's kind of American. Nothing more American than made in China, right?
Yeah. I like in that whatever Ron Swanson, he goes over there with a little green with some American money. He's trying to pay with it. And it's like, sir, we don't take American money here. He's like, this is the greatest piece of paper on earth. Yeah. All right, you're taking this. Let's do some weather. Brought to you by Horatio State Bank.
Have you ever thought about making the switch to Horatio State Bank but didn't want to go through the hassle of making the change? New technology makes it easier than ever for us to help you make the switch. We make it quick, comfortable, and hassle-free. Talk to us about switching if it's time for a change. Horatio State Bank. Strong, independent, and local. Member FDIC.
Number one country weather.
All right. Today we do have a 80% chance. I'm just going to call it precipitation because it's saying rain, showers, possibly mixed with sleet, maybe later in the afternoon. I think we're going to get, it's cold already, but I think there's going to be like a snap of cold in the afternoon.
Must be.
Yeah. High near 48 today. East winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Little to no sleet accumulation expected, so we'll just gonna see how that goes. Tonight, 70%.
School's in session.
School's in. Don't even. School is in. Tonight, a 70% chance of showers, mainly before 9 p.m., mostly cloudy, a low around 32. Now, it is saying hazardous weather outlook for today.
And like a precautionary thing,
They're just hedging their bets, so I don't think you need to worry. Yeah. Tuesday, partly sunny, a high near 49. Wednesday, mostly sunny, a high near 51. Strong winds on Wednesday. Thursday, a high near 51. Friday, a high near 50. That's pretty much the trend for the week. Wednesday night does have a low of 22. Whew.
Yeah,
it's cold, man.
Run some taps that night.
Yeah, I'm so fickle. It's just ridiculous. Like
too cold now.
Yeah, too cold now. I'm like
Goldilocks over there.
Yeah, I know it, man. Because we had it for the month of September. The first week of September was actually still pretty hot.
Yeah,
but the last couple, and you know what? This October in general was gorgeous. That was a really nice month.
I'm kind of like I like 75 during the day. Sunshine, it's warm, feels nice. You can still do some stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then like you know, I'm
55?
35 to 40 even.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
even fine with that cold,
Yeah, yeah.
you know. Yeah, but 22,
Yeah,
man,
22.
that's bitter.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of Alec Baldwin, just a second ago, he is now suing the Rust crew over negligence. Even though he's the one who shot he was playing with a gun.
He was playing. It was literally like no one was filming. He just had the gun in his hand and went like pew pew pow.
Yeah.
Alec, what did you do?
What just happened? So he obviously, a crew member did die, and then the cinematographer was also hit as well and injured.
Survived.
Yeah. So he's suing them for negligence. To me, that's like when you're watching NFL football. You know, it's the big game.
Yeah.
And then on there comes the domestic abuse ad, making it seem like you're the guys are the one with the problem. Right. What are you talking about? Like, that's rampant, like in there. This makes no sense to me. All right, guys, for handing me, true enough, live round and a prop gun. They should find something out. There's been too many. This is like 3 big incidents now. Bruce or Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
Then there was a guy like Terry Hexam or something like that who was shot on set because, again, what happens is the force and if you put it right up to your head of a blank, it'll basically use your skull as the bullet. A piece of your skull. That's how that works.
Still pressure in there, right?
Yeah. Enough to crack it and send that piece zinging and bouncing around in there.
Yikes.
And then you got Alec Baldwin. There's probably another one, too. I feel like there's another one.
Is he suing for, like, punitive damages or emotional distress? And he's pretty much out of Hollywood, I figure, after this whole incident.
He's got to be.
So I don't know if he's going to sue for lost pay after this whole thing,
right?
Or what?
So Hutchins' family filed a wrongful death lawsuit against Baldwin, which was settled last month. Now Baldwin himself has filed a lawsuit of his own against several of Rust's crew members. Among them are David Halls, property master, Sarah Zachary, weapon supplier, Seth Kenny, and none of whom have taken responsibility for Hutchins' death. The lawsuit, this tragedy happened because live bullets were delivered to the set and loaded into the gun. It's fair enough. Failed to check the bullets or the gun carefully, did Gutierrez. Halls failed to check the gun carefully. A gun on a set, I would imagine there's probably supposed to be like tiers, like a catch.
Yeah.
So there's supposed to be a catch somewhere. So I'm definitely not saying it's all Alex, but like, he should probably not do the sue. Like, I don't know if he's going to do the suing.
He was like the last link in the chain of a lot of bad decisions made that day.
Exactly.
And
let's not pew 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 at people. That's probably a good thing.
When there's no filming going on.
Yeah.
It's just it's a guy who obviously does not know anything about handling firearms. I don't know how many movies he has.
Yeah.
He was like Jack Ryan for a little bit, right? Was that
probably?
Yeah. Okay.
Probably. I don't think he's had that many. No, he's the Shadow, I guess, or something.
I don't know if the Shadow used guns.
Did the Shadow? If the Shadow didn't use guns, I don't know a single. The only gun I've ever seen him use is in The Edge, which he didn't even use it. He fell before he used it.
But yeah, reading about I've read a little bit about the investigation afterwards, and it was definitely a long chain. And there was certain people that were really they've been on movies before, and this is what's going on here is not right, and nobody really paid attention to it.
Yeah,
but that's kind of where we're at, I guess. Is one sues this person, then the other sue. Yeah, suing back and forth.
So if your main goal is financial restitution because you had to pay some amount in a lawsuit, I guess that's fair enough. But he's the big thing. That's the big thing in lawsuits. It's always the lawyer's he's suing to clear his name, and it's it's kind of never gonna. Even if you win, you're the one who pulled the trigger.
It's and at that point, Alec Baldwin, you'll be in our movie. Let's see, what have you done recently? Oh, you shot that person. Shot 2 people, one fatally, and then you sued the movie set for what's your mistake. Sure, we'd love to have you on board.
Oh, that's so true.
Ice Age 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he gets back into Hollywood, it's going to be animated movies only for him. No action.
Yeah.
No, nothing with no, violence at all in it. Yeah.
He might just be looking like his best bet is like he'll be
Yeah, that he funds. And,
yeah,
for sure. Greg Revel's in
he's a great
studio.
victim. Yeah, he is.
Hey, big man, looking like he's ready to, go hunting and then go right to a Sunday brunch.
Honestly, I was thinking like you own some kind of Colombian villa. In the Andean mountains.
Or you have like a gentleman's hunting club.
Yeah,
Actually,
a little bit like Dr. Monroe from the island of Dr. Monroe. It was a good look.
Which one?
The new one.
Yeah.
Where Marlon Brando played Dr. Monroe.
And Val Kilmer played like Falcon person or something.
No, he was a normal guy.
He was normal?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was like shipwrecked on.
Oh,
wait,
that
was another dude. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know.
He was something weird.
I can't watch that movie.
No,
I have
it's
tried.
real weird.
I heard you talking about Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a matter of something that goes wrong. Everybody sues everybody.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
The knee-jerk reaction, huh?
Yeah. It's just a no. And if you're the one that doesn't sue, you ultimately have the responsibility then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You're right. I guess I'm not so, upset at the suit. It's just like, I don't know,
optics
man.
are bad.
The optics are bad. You're definitely not going to clear your name or look good. And
I mean, no more than like officially clear your name.
Yes.
Where somebody's just like, Alec Baldwin, aren't you? And like, didn't you did all this, right? And he'd be, hey, I could legally sue you right now for saying that. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
just like OJ was officially innocent of of murder.
Well, that's
in the
right.
criminal trial.
In the
not
criminal
civil.
trial, that's right.
Well, you probably just let it go.
Let it go.
It was for the general public.
Yeah.
It was over with. Right?
Yeah. Yeah,
I know
it blows stuff. What's the news cycle at this point? It's got to be 12 hours, before the news cycle used to be what? I mean,
maybe a day or something.
Maybe a
couple
day.
Of days,
Like
except for the big things, you
right?
know?
Well, even the big things. You remember the big things in the movies when something would happen, the newsroom or whatever, they put up a clock and be like, "This is our news cycle right here. We have to get everything in by this or something." I don't remember what it was, but now it's got to be just like the amount of time it takes for you to read half the article before pressing see more on Facebook.
Yeah,
that's the news cycle, and then just and you just scroll past it.
And you can tell there's everyone from CNN to Fox to Politico. There is such a rush. They usually don't proofread them before either.
Oh yeah,
you get so many grammatical mistakes just because of that rush. You know?
And then the worst ones is like, I've come to read the article. The article is this long. It's not even a paragraph. It's a couple sentences. Link video.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to just read the article.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I don't
to sit through 5 minutes of advertising to watch a 30-second clip.
Yeah. And they still have the same guy. It's always the same guy. Like, shooting today on the. It's always the same guy. I hate the.
Get a new guy.
Yeah, get a new guy. Anyway, all right. Well,
that's enough of that.
That's enough of that. All right. Well, it's time. Time for your 6:30 block. You got your Ag Vantage report. Justice Greg Revels gets here. We appreciate you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I appreciate you.
I love.
Oh yes.
Ag Vantage report.
Yes. I almost was like, listen, I don't know how many people really listen to that. And Greg said he would not be super happy if it was gone.
I listen to it every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's helpful.
Yeah.
And then your Current Heights Motivational Monday, shout out to Bobby Fischer and the rest of it. So we're going to be right back, and we'll see you on the other side. It's the Brew Crew.
Hi, this is Bobby Fischer, pastor of Current Heights Baptist Church, inviting you to spend a minute in God's Word with me. Fall is my favorite time of year. The autumn leaves, the cool mornings, the blue skies, and the mild days all add up to a creation that sings the praises of God and His creation. Psalm 19:1 says it perfectly. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of His hands. Next time you're outside on a beautiful day, take time to stop and thank God for His beautiful creation. Acknowledge the Creator, not just the creation. If you're on a hike or on a deer stand, look around and absorb the beauty that God has given us. When you're with your little ones, point out God's handiwork that those little eyes might miss. Slow down enough to appreciate the splendor of God's creation. And remember, if you think this world is beautiful, just wait until God unveils the new heaven and the new earth, unmarred by the effects of sin. You'll see it and experience it if you know Christ is your Savior. Join me at 822 North 9th Street on Sundays at 11 or on Facebook live stream.
Harris Drug and Gifts, a gift for everyone, for every occasion. Whether it be their Razorback corner with every possible gift for that sports fan in your life, or the large selection of home decor and candles for mom or that wonderful lady in your life. Harris Drug and Gifts is one of the largest gift stores in the area, providing gift ideas for every occasion, for everyone. Harris Drug and Gifts, 205 Kdqn Avenue in historic downtown Kdqn. And of course, who could forget Renee and that full-service pharmacy? Harris Drug and Gifts.
Good morning. I'm Scotty Woodson from the EAB Ag Network with your EAB Early Morning Market Update. Let's recap the markets and how they closed yesterday. December corn at 6.84 even, up 5 3/4, with March corn at 6.90, up 5 1/2. November soybeans at 13.91 1/2, up 19, with January soybeans at 14 even, up 17 1/4. December wheat at 8.49 1/4, up 8, with March wheat at 8.68, up 8 1/2. December cotton at 77.40, down 89. March cotton at 77.26, down 71. November rice at 16.45, down 3 1/2 cents. January rice at 16.81, down 2 1/2. Moving on to livestock now. October live cattle 149.77 1/2, up 42 1/2. With December live cattle 151.67 1/2, up 32 1/2. October feeder cattle 175.57 1/2, up 35. November feeder cattle 177.55, down 52 1/2. December lane hogs 87.02 1/2, down 35. With February hogs at 89.10, up 10. That's your EAB Early Morning Market Update. I'm Scotty Woodson. Have a great day.
Because the challenges you face are getting bigger every year, BASF is committed to helping with more than boots on the ground. We're committed to boots in the mud, boots on the steps of your truck, your tractor, your combine, the linoleum tiles of your coffee shop, the concrete of your co-op, the gravel in your shed. So we can listen, learn firsthand, help right now to ensure success. BASF, helping you do the biggest job on earth.
Seed Innovation Protection Alliance seed company members invest 15% of sales into new seed innovations for your cereal acres. Check the bag for certified seed or single-use agreement restrictions so you don't step over the line. Or talk to your seed dealer. Plant breeders develop better, stronger genetics for your farm. So let's reinvest together to improve yields and quality. Without your patronage and trust, seed companies wouldn't be able to continually develop new genetics, traits, seed treatments, and other innovations to meet your needs.
At another big sale on Monday, November 7th at McDaniel Livestock Exchange in Valiant, Oklahoma, there were 1,231 head of cattle on the yard. Number one steers, 2 to 300 pounds, sold from $191 to a high of $205. 3 to 4 weight steers ranged from $186 to a high of $207. 4 to 5 weight steers brought $179 to a high of $200. 5 to 6 weight steers sold from $160 to $187.5. 6 to 7 weight steers ranged from $148 to $165. 7 to 8 weight steers brought $143 to $156, and over 800-pound steers sold from $131 to $153. Number one heifers, 2 to 300 pounds, ranged from $156 to $166. 3 to 4 weight heifers brought $159 to $175. 4 to 5 weight heifers sold from $155 to $170. 5 to 6 weight heifers ranged from $151 to $167. 6 to 7 weight heifers brought $146 to $160. 7 to 8 weight heifers sold from $126 to $138. 8 to 900-pound heifers ranged from $133 to $135, and over 900-pound heifers sold from $106 to $108. Goats brought $55 to a high of $75. And that's the report from the sale Monday, November 7th at McDaniel Livestock Exchange in Valiant, Oklahoma. Our family serving your family. Cattlemen, don't forget the next big sale at McDaniel Livestock Exchange will be next Monday, 10 o'clock. We'll see you there. For AgVantage, I'm Jay Bunyard reporting.
Did you know the overall suicide rate has increased 35% since 1999? Too often, feelings of shame and stigma stop people from discussing suicide and its effects. Suicidal thoughts are a symptom. Senior Behavioral Health and Cedar Haven would like to bring awareness that just like any other symptom, they can be treated and they can improve over time. In these challenging times, hope and healing are needed more than ever. At Mena Regional Health System, it's patients first, always.
Southwest Arkansas Electric Cooperative. We're the people behind every light switched on for the baby's 2 a.m. feeding, the computer you start up to begin your business day, and we're always there, down the line, powering farms and industries somewhere across Southwest Arkansas. We're over 80 dedicated team members delivering more than just electricity. We deliver power generated reliably and safely for you and your family, now and in the future. We are Southwest Arkansas Electric Cooperative. Power and people.
Got jobs that you need to get done? Start your projects off right with quality tools, products, and expert advice from Southtown True Value Hardware in Ashdown. They have the know-how to answer your questions, assist with projects, and find ways to make your home maintenance and improvement ventures a whole lot easier. Southtown has a great paint center, lumber, cinder blocks, plumbing, automotive, electrical, lawn and garden, just about anything you need to get that job completed. And they are right here in Ashdown, located at 550 East Wood Street. Start right, start here. Southtown True Value Hardware in Ashdown.
Little River County residents, if you're looking for an old-school, community-minded bank that's committed to hometown people and values, look no further than Horatio State Bank, with locations in Foreman and at 110 West Main in Ashdown. Stop by and meet the staff at Horatio State Bank's Ashdown location. You'll find friendly folks with deep roots in Ashdown and Little River County who are ready to assist you with all your banking needs. Horatio State Bank Ashdown branch, member FDIC.
We're back with the Brew Crew, KDQN live. Go to our Facebook page, like, share, comment for a chance to enter the drawing. I think we might still have a couple days maybe to pick.
Oh yes. Should any day.
Any day now. So
today, hopefully.
Right.
Yeah.
Elizabeth San Juan, our big winner from last week. I will message you, or you will hear when. And we actually still have a few people who haven't picked up their prizes from 2 weeks ago, because 2 weeks ago every single person who shared won. So I think I see a Selena Ozura over there and a couple more. I'm not going to call you out. I'll send you a message. You got prizes to pick up.
I'm say there's enough people that work here. I don't know. I feel like those things are getting those prizes are getting smaller.
That's right.
People just picking little bits out of it.
That's what I was saying. I've been eyeing that stuff.
Yeah. It's like when you find money and you're hoping you turn it in, and you're hoping that 30 days you get it. Right.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The finder's keeper's law, I think they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching one of those interrogations over the weekend, and it was about, well, I'm not going to even say what it was about, but there was a 15-year-old and a 19-year-old who were dating and committed a heinous crime. And as they're going over, they start with the age gap there, and the guy is like, well, his dad wanted to keep us apart. And the investigator was like, well, yeah, I can understand why. And he was like, well, wouldn't there be like a Romeo and Juliet law applied? And the investigator like put the clipboard down and put his hands on it like this and was like, what's the Romeo and Juliet law? I haven't heard of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. So which one's the Montague? Which
yeah.
one's the Capulet?
Exactly. Yeah, but man, it's just too much stuff to talk about in the news. Did you want to get deep? Did you want to get political, Greg?
No, not too deep. I just think it's interesting that we're going to have 2 years of gridlock, apparently.
Yeah.
It appears we're headed that way. It's not totally final yet. It looks like, the Senate obviously is going to remain at the best 50-50 with Vice President Harris casting the tie-breaking vote.
So
and then you've got it looks like the House is going to go back to the Republicans. So that means the only significant things they'll be doing is letting the government shut down and then funding it after a few days or weeks.
Yeah.
And
after a little fun.
And then arguing over how high they want to raise the debt ceiling.
Yeah.
Other than that, nothing will happen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, that though. Does anything ever happen? I mean, when during the first half of Trump's presidency, it was entirely Republican from the courts down to the House of Representatives. These last 2 years, Biden's had a Democratic Senate and House. Nothing got done in either of those two time periods. All the stuff that hasn't been getting done, you're going to see more of that not getting done, really. And
isn't it like they'll have 2 years of being able to do stuff, and they don't. And then the 2 years before the re-election, they're like, and like something flips, like a bunch of stuff flips, and then they're like, well, we can't do anything.
Yeah. It is perfect to just cast blame now. Yeah.
What is this? What is
democracy?
This is democracy. This is just, I mean,
democracy in action or inaction.
Are they just like this is just lying to us?
Easy paycheck.
Yes,
very easy paycheck if you're a member of Congress.
I'm not sure that that's actually democracy in action. It's more a two-party system in action.
That's true.
Yeah, for sure.
And when the country split, like the Senate 50-50, when I saw that, I was just like, oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And hey, you gotta, for McCarthy, who's likely to be the next Speaker of the House, he gonna have his work cut out, because I mean, just what we've seen from Democrats is they're not the most united bloc. That's why we didn't see much get done in Alaska. Like Joe Manchin being a holdout he's a Democrat, but he's more conservative Democrat, and he held out on a couple of important pieces of legislation Democrats could not pass without his support. And McCarthy, Kevin McCarthy of California, will have a similar problem trying to wrangle up his whole caucus.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to the Republican Party, there's a spectrum there as well. And what one person believes on one end of that spectrum could be totally opposite from the other
Absolutely.
end of the GOP spectrum.
Yeah.
So it's just, man, it's chaos. And it's like Winston Churchill said. He said, democracy is the worst form of government you could imagine besides all the others.
Yes. Yeah. And it just seems like, I don't know, everything else in life is like you win or you lose.
Yeah.
There's no like this thing where it's like, well, nobody wins and now nothing gets done. Like, I'd rather lose and see maybe something like, I don't know.
The best thing I've heard anyone say about how gridlocked our politics is that, well, it means that good things can happen, but it also means that the bad things can happen. There's not going to be any effort to take anyone's guns away. I mean, it just wouldn't not unless someone breaks the Constitution or something, which there's a million people lined up ready to not let that happen.
Right.
I mean, you said the federal government maybe in some ways is designed to move slower than a glacier.
Right.
Because if it does, then again, you can't have these crazy things that you see in other countries happen.
It's true. It's
one election and you have a whole new government or something after.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to look at it. The bad things can happen too. It's just nothing happens. So we just like a lot of people making a lot of money doing nothing.
And that's where I feel like state governors, state politics, that's where you see most the dynamism in politics, right? And that's and it was a big win for governors across the state. DeSantis, of course, you could say that was a bit of a referendum on whether he'd make a good political candidate. If Floridians say that he's a good governor, and it's a good chance that he could be a good president. Because it's a very purple state.
Yeah.
Well, and delivering Florida is a big deal.
Yeah,
in a national election.
Oh, yeah.
Because
there's
only, we can talk about this all we want. You can talk about democracy. You can talk about your vote. And I'm not saying vote. I think it's important that you do vote. But I can tell you today, the Republican candidate for president is going to win the state of Arkansas. So electoral votes. And but there's 2 or 3 states, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Florida, that are in play one way or another.
Yeah.
And when you deliver one of those states, because Florida's got a lot of electoral votes.
Sure.
And that's one thing DeSantis could do. And I think that's going to be a big issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm already seeing the stuff pouring in about the next election.
Yeah.
And it's.
Doesn't that make you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just continual.
Yeah.
It never ends.
Ending. Yeah.
It never ends. I mean, used to a presidential election maybe 18 months. They kind of started.
Yep.
I mean, it's happening right now,
and it was so less sensational. And you just kept it to yourself around the dinner table. You vote. You thought about fiscal stuff and economics maybe a little bit, not like
foreign policy maybe.
Yeah. I mean, the character of who you're trying to vote for has always been important, but it seems like more important than ever right now. Like the way that they just like will dig up 100 things. Like I couldn't ever want to run for anything. Now, I haven't even done anything that bad, but who knows? Who knows what the voters
we could dig up something.
Oh yeah.
I would say, hey, at least you can tell from the Pennsylvania election that ugly people can still win elections, because John Fetterman, I swear, he looks like he hanging off to some lone branch from the evolutionary tree. I don't know what that guy's background's like, but Neanderthals are among us.
They unfroze him out of ice.
Yeah, I think so.
That's funny. He definitely battled saber-toothed tigers.
Yeah,
when he was,
that's an interesting looking cat.
Yeah.
So to kind of segue into a quasi-political thing, I watch Saturday Night Live Saturday.
Yeah.
Do you watch it?
I don't, but I'll watch the monologues when I'm interested.
I saw
Did
Dave.
you watch it?
I did.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle. He's pretty cerebral
yes.
in his comedy.
He has a way
Yeah.
of breaking down things to make them not only be funny but make sense.
He's like a
little
great
bit.
storyteller.
He's a
too.
great
Yeah,
storyteller. Yeah, for sure. Always has been.
I love
And-
how he started that monologue
yeah.
when he busts out a piece of paper, and he's like, I forget exactly what he said, but he said it, anti-Semitism's bad.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have no reason to support anything like that. And then he
Yeah.
folds a piece of paper. He's like, Kanye West, that's how you do it.
Yeah. No, he's actually under fire right now by a few different, groups, I'm sure.
Oh,
but
really?
SNL slam for Dave Chappelle monologue popularizing anti-Semitism.
What?
Yes. So, and I've got a little article here that's kind of on both sides. We don't have too much time, but I'll get into it. We shouldn't expect, this is a quote from Anti-Defamation League CEO Jonathan Greenblatt. He says, we shouldn't expect Dave Chappelle to serve as society's moral compass, but disturbing to see NBC not just normalize but popularize anti-Semitism. Why are Jewish sensitivities denied or diminished at almost every turn? Why does our trauma trigger applause? And I got to be honest, I think he has a tiny bit of a point there, but and maybe I'm biased, but unless it's coming from the mouth of a comedian, like a little bit, And then we have Time Out New York theater editor and critic and Adam Feldman said that Dave Chappelle's SNL monologue probably did more to normalize anti-Semitism than anything Kanye said. And then another news founder, Isaac Saul, tweeted, "Let me be the first Jewish person to say Dave Chappelle's SNL open last night was hilarious, timely, honest, and a reminder that he still understands this country better than a lot of people. It's okay to acknowledge that there are a lot of Jewish people in media and Hollywood, and like Dave said, you can simultaneously note that it's very stupid to think this means that they're in some sort of cabal controlling the world."
Yeah.
It was a good monologue.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah. And,
first of all, I'm going to state the obvious. I'm not of Jewish heritage,
right,
and so I can't really speak to the anti-Semitism of it.
Sure,
but too much. It did not seem that way to me.
No,
but I'm not sensitive to it either.
That's true
because I'm not one.
Right.
So I can see, but then here's where I am in this country. Come on, people. Mm-hmm. It's just a joke.
It's just a joke.
Now, and even if it's a bad joke or a joke in poor taste, it's still a joke.
Exactly. That's why I can agree with the guy a little bit at the beginning. Mm-hmm. They've classically been an easily dunked on people in this country for a while. I mean, I'll be honest, I still hear it all the time, people using Jew as a verb.
Yeah.
And that's like, I don't do that.
No.
I don't.
But one of the things I think, and obviously this is not true in every case.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I understand that too. And I understand what they went through.
Yeah.
As much as I possibly can.
Sure.
But, I think part of what most people are doing, it's almost like, and this is going to sound crazy, due to the fact that they have overcome so much and they have been so successful.
Yeah.
And people kind of, it's like making fun of Donald Trump.
Right.
You don't make fun of people that fall flat on their face.
Right.
Not for long, because they're gone.
And that's why I think first of all, a lot of Jewish people classically are funny. I mean, I don't know what it is, but some of the best that have ever come out of the country, like Larry David or Jerry Seinfeld, these guys, they know how to take a joke and stuff. And again, like that's a good point that you said. We're not kicking somebody while they're down. And it kind of rolls off the back a little bit.
Absolutely. And Dave Chappelle's, he had a moral behind his jokes and his monologue, and it wasn't that difficult to see. It's only if you get so offended at the very words,
right?
Not putting the words together into the message or the meaning behind it, but just the very words. You get so offended and upset that then you don't hear nothing else after that.
Exactly. If you take a joke and put it in like Times New Roman font as a quote in an article, it has lost every bit of its meaning, context, and value, and funny angle, and all that. So it's
after it was delivered by a 35-year veteran of the comedian industry.
Yeah, exactly.
A guy knows what he's doing.
Exactly. I thought it was a great monologue. A lot of people were just trashing SNL because they thought it was a bad monologue in general. And it's like, don't let your sensitivities even get in the way of like not even enjoying one joke. One joke you didn't think it was good. I mean, he's a ultra pro, you know.
Yes.
So yeah.
And I thought the cold opening was good too.
I thought so too.
That made me laugh.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. It's about laughing.
Yeah.
You know, and just, I mean, yeah, we're making fun of somebody. They were making fun of Donald Trump, and you know, but who are you going to make fun of? If they make fun of Greg Rebels on Saturday Night Live, nobody's going to even know or care or pay any attention.
Yeah.
So, you know,
they'd have a lot of ammo there.
Yeah. Well, they would have a lot of ammo, but nobody would care though, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So it's got to be somebody that's got, you know, some reason, like, you know, Chappelle basically what he was doing was making fun of Kanye West.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Yee or Yay or whatever he is.
Yep.
At this point in time.
Exactly.
That's what he was doing.
You know, life would just be so much more enjoyable for everyone if you just kind of tear those walls down that surround yourself. You know, get a little thicker coat of skin. And don't be so offended by everything, and life is just going to be so much better. I can't help but feel.
Yeah, agreed.
And we must say that our opinions are not the opinions of the radio station. They're our opinions only.
Yes, exactly.
So we were trying to say that every time.
Yeah.
Direct hate at me.
That's right. Send all your hate mail to Tyler Massey
exactly.
at Kdqn.
That's right. All right. Well, I think it's genuine RV power trivia time. Passed it.
You got it, Whoops.
All right. It's time. Yeah, I do have a question.
All right.
Genuine RV power and power sports in Idabel, Oklahoma. Go to genuinerv.com today or just stop by over in Idabel. 642-2190 is the number to call, 642-3637 and 898-3624. If you answer my question correctly or one of these fine people saves your life or Facebook Live, you win yourself breakfast from McDonald's and a car wash token from Mr. Clean into Queen. So let's get into it. Here is your question. The first one of these was introduced in the late 1800s to keep travelers safe in New York City. And they're still around to this day. What are they? 642-2190. The first one of these was introduced in the late 1800s to keep travelers safe in New York City, and they're still around to this day. What are they?
Not guardrails for the subway, apparently.
No. That would just get in the way.
Yeah.
People getting thrown on the track.
Yeah, exactly. 642-2190. Some answers coming through on Facebook Live. Here's somebody calling. Let's get on the phone lines. Good morning. You're live on Robbins Power Genuine RV Power Trivia. That's what it is.
Yeah, let's try a crosswalk.
Crosswalk is a great answer and closer than you might think, but not what I'm looking for today. Gentlemen?
Streetlights.
Streetlights is an excellent answer, but not correct.
I'm going to say traffic cops.
Traffic cops is also a good one. It's funny that everybody's going towards automobiles and stuff and what, safety on the road and stuff, and you're definitely not far off at all. The first one of these introduced in the late 1800s to keep travelers safe in New York City, and they are still around to this day. What are they? 642-2190. Now, if you've won in the past 30 days, in case we got any new listeners, you can only win once every 30 days. So just throwing that out there. You're more than welcome to call and answer, but I can't give you the two prizes.
No, I get them.
What's that?
I get
they go straight to Greg. So if you want to feed him and clean his car.
Yeah, if Rick Pruitt or John Baldwin call in, I get the prize.
That's right.
Yeah. We'll give you a little virtual participation trophy.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody gets one of those.
Yeah, we'll give you the credit.
All
but
right.
I'm getting the McDonald's.
It's not about winning. It's about having fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
To
that's
the
right.
phone lines. Let's have some fun. Good morning. You're live on Genuine RV Power Trivia.
Sidewalk.
Sidewalks is a good answer, but not what I'm looking for today, gentlemen.
I would say doorman.
Doorman's a good
Ooh,
answer. That's a
yeah.
really good answer, but not correct.
All right, it's not traffic lights, is it?
It's not traffic
Ah,
lights.
okay.
No.
It
On
wasn't
Facebook
the first time
Live.
Wait, no, this said street lights. Those are
That's
different.
On Facebook Live, Vox Post says taxi. These have to do very much with taxis, because taxis big problem in New York City, big town.
Concealed carry permits. Then.
Yeah, that's right.
I got it. You got it?
I don't.
Like a driver's license or something. No, it's not that. But 642-2190. The first one of these was introduced in the late 1800s to keep specifically travelers and tourists safe in New York City, and they're still around to this day. What are they? Vox Post said taxi. He also said taxi permits. Not correct, but taxis have a huge role in this.
Is it that glass screen so you don't have to smell your taxi driver's lunch?
Yeah, that comes through that.
Yeah. They hang the air freshener of BO.
Yeah.
642-2190. Straight to the phone lines. Let's get to it. Good morning. You're live on Genuine RV Power Trivia.
Bus stop.
Bus stop is a good answer. Gentlemen, can you save his life?
I think so. You go ahead.
I'm going to say a medallion.
Not a medallion.
Door locks.
Not door locks. But the correct answer is on Facebook Live, and I'm going to use it to save your life. It is seat belts.
Seat
Seat belts. Yes. Who do we have on the phone?
Eddie Roberts.
Eddie Roberts.
Traffic average is like 3 miles an hour in New York City. Why would they need seat belts?
Because this was back when taxis were the only things maybe on
Yeah,
the road or
okay,
something.
yeah,
People
yeah.
were dying,
Yeah.
especially tourists. Hey, Eddie, you can pick up your winnings anytime after 7:10. Thanks for playing, man.
Okay, thank you.
Boom, just like that. Call in and win. John Baldwin with the correct answer on Facebook. Seat belts. Now, widespread manufacturing in every car and stuff, that didn't happen until what, 60s?
60s, something like
that. But the first seatbelt was actually implemented. Now they were like the first patented, and they were putting these in taxis to protect tourists, because I guess a lot of taxi cabs were just smashing into each other, wrecking, and I guess the only people
I can
at
understand
that. Yeah.
You mentioned the medallion system. That's a pretty complicated. Don't know much about that, man. A lot of politics.
I don't know anything. What's the medallion?
Well, in order to drive a taxi, you got to have a medallion.
Yeah, and
You
they
can't
only
just-
issue so many.
Yeah.
And
Like
there's
a medallion to ward off spirits? Like, what do you mean
No,
medallion?
it's the control. They just call it's like a permit.
It's like a
really.
permit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's always been the medallion system, and the mob's all wrapped up in it, and it's all kinds of things. Because I mean, you make a fortune running a taxi company, but you got to have a medallion to run your company. You know,
That seems archaic and weird.
it is. Yeah, it's guildy. It's like a guild. You know.
Is it like a literal, you wear it around your neck?
I think it's,
Like-
and if I understand, it's like the taxi company has to have the medallion.
Oh, okay.
There's like only
And
so
a
many.
safe lockbox.
Yeah.
That you open up as gold light and
Yeah.
the medallion.
Well, I think, and I don't know that much about it either, but I think that only allows, you only have a certain number of people that can do it.
Right.
And so they, if your company gets 20 and your company gets 30 and there's only 50 in town,
right,
I can't get any.
Right.
And so until I can get a medallion, I can never have any. So those people that own that have a lot of power.
Yeah,
I guess
absolutely.
so.
And I'm sure that, well, the idea, of course, is to kind of keep some control, however many taxi cars, so it's
Right.
not like, Mumbai, fly into airport there, and I mean, there's a million taxis waiting out front, just a congested mess of them,
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
I
get.
thought they used those tuk-tuks.
I think that's a little, maybe, but that's a little further east.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, those little three-wheel things.
Yeah.
That somebody's pulling.
No, that's a rickshaw.
Yeah, a rickshaw. Yeah.
Those tuk-tuks,
Tuk-tuks.
they have motors.
Yeah,
but
okay.
they're
Got
the little
one wheel in the
three-wheel.
front.
Yeah.
Don't turn them too fast,
Yeah.
or else they'll
Go
just
right-
flip right over. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, that is the correct answer was seatbelts. We better get into the news. What do you guys think?
Probably.
Let's do it. All right. We'll be right back.
Your number one country, 92.1, is KDQN, Kdqn, Ashdown, Texarkana.
Your local news leader is Kdqn, Kdqn, Ashdown, Dirks. Local news this hour is presented by Shelter Insurance Agents Joey Bailey in Ashdown, Jeff Woods in Kdqn, and Todd Moore in Dirks, and by Teeter Motor Company in Mena. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter.
That's right. Time for a little KDQN news. I'm Patrick Massey reporting. Our first story of the news hour, a Kdqn man is facing felony charges after authorities say he shot his two sons, one of whom died from his injuries last week. According to court records, 66-year-old Armando Arce of Kdqn has been charged with first-degree murder as well as attempted murder stemming from an incident that occurred the evening of November 8th. The charges were formally filed within the Sevier County Circuit Court last week. According to the Kdqn Police Department, officers were dispatched around 6 p.m. the night of November 8th to 223 Bobby Lane on the north side of Kdqn in reference to a double shooting. Upon arrival, officers found two men suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. Both men were transported for emergency medical treatment. Authorities stated one of the victims died en route to the hospital. Arce developed as a suspect in the case, and a manhunt for Arce began that evening. He was apprehended near the residence less than 24 hours later. The victims were identified as Alexander Tom, age 32, and John Tom, age 34, both of Kdqn. Alexander Tom's injuries were fatal, and he was pronounced deceased Tuesday night. John Tom was treated at an area hospital with non-life-threatening injuries and has since been discharged. Arce was identified as the father of both victims. Arce entered a plea of not guilty during a November 10th arraignment hearing. Bail was set at $1 million. His next court appearance is scheduled for March of next year. If convicted, Arce could face up to 40 years or life in prison for the first-degree murder offense. In other news, we're more than a month away from Christmas, but there's a chance for a bit of a winter wonderland this evening, and as it comes early to Southwest Arkansas, yeah. Currently, the National Weather Service is predicting an 80% chance of rain turning into sleet beginning this afternoon. On Sunday, meteorologists were calling for an 80% chance of snow Monday evening, but that has been reduced to rain chances mixed with sleet. Nonetheless, that chance remains pretty good today, with temps expected as low as 32 degrees tonight and no more than 48 today.
Come on.
Not in November, okay? We do not need this in November. Little to no accumulation, however, is expected, Tyler. The National Weather Service has issued a precautionary hazardous weather outlook. The statement suggests that ice accumulation on bridges and elevated surfaces could occur in areas where temperatures fall to freezing. Use caution while on roadways overnight and into early Tuesday morning. Now, the 7-day forecast does show colder weather is here to stay for some time, with highs this week no greater than 51 and a low as bitterly chilly as 22 Wednesday night. And we've got some more local news for you, but first let's take a break and hear from our sponsors.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, "The sweetest fruits of life come from serving others." And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See your Southwest Arkansas Shelter Insurance agents Joey Bailey in Ashdown, the Woods Agency in Kdqn, or Todd Moore in Dirks.
If you're hearing this, you're behind the wheel, make it give me something new. Teeter Motors will make a deal and they take your trade in too.
Hunting season, outdoor adventures, winter weather. Make sure you're prepared to tackle all of these and anything else that's thrown your way with a visit to Teeter Motor Company. We have the largest selection of 4Runners, Tacomas, and Jeeps in the state, along with a huge selection of economy vehicles. Holidays are approaching, so let us make your first payment on any vehicle purchased in November or December. Stop by 1201 Highway 71 South in Mena and ask for Shannon or Randy to schedule a test drive today.
And we are back with KDQN News. Operation Christmas Child Shoebox Collection Week is now fully underway to bring Christmas to less fortunate children across the world. Local volunteers are transforming empty shoeboxes into gifts of hope filled with toys, school supplies, hygiene items, and articles of clothing for children in need across the globe. The mission of Operation Christmas Child is to share the good news of Jesus Christ and bring joy to children in struggling communities across the world. It all starts with the help of a shoebox filled with gifts. This year's collection week begins today and continues through November 21st. As in previous years, local organizers will host a drop-off and volunteer site at the Horatio First Baptist Church, located at 211 Hazard Street in Horatio. and Little River County. A drop-off location has been set up at the First Baptist Church of Ashdown. Other drop-off sites are located in Broken Bow, Nashville, and Mena. Anyone interested in participating is asked to fill out a standard size shoebox with gifts for a girl or boy in certain age categories. Operation Christmas Child provides a full step-by-step guide on what and how to pack, and that guide can be found online at samaritanspurse.org/OCC. That website also includes more detailed dates and times for when and where shoeboxes can be dropped off. Now, on our next story, the Ashdown Community Foundation announced that the Domtar Community Advisory Team and the City of Ashdown will be officially opening the city's new inclusive playground at the Ashdown City Park this Friday, starting at 1 p.m. The project was made possible by generous grants from the Blue and You Foundation for a Healthier Arkansas, Roy and Christine Sturgis Charitable Trust, and monies raised from the annual Ashdown Community Auction. Volunteers from the Domtar Community Advisory Team and representatives from the City of Ashdown will be hosting the official ribbon-cutting event for the new inclusive playground at the Ashdown City Park. Students from Ashdown Elementary School will be on site to join in on the festivities. Also invited are representatives from the Blue and You Foundation, who provided a gracious grant of $150,000 towards the project. The remaining dollars were made possible by the many individual, community, and business supporters of the annual Ashdown Community Auction. The ribbon-cutting ceremony begins at 1 p.m. this Friday, and the playground will be officially open to the community with a reception at 1:15 at the Ashdown City Park. The Ashdown Community Foundation is committed to giving back to the local community of Ashdown through improvement projects benefiting the local city park and downtown area. Now, in our final story of the News Hour, DeQueen Public Schools is hosting a fundraising event for Denison School in neighboring McCurtain County following major damages suffered by the school from the November 4th tornado that struck Idabel. District officials are encouraging every student and faculty and staff member in the DeQueen School District to bring at least $1 to help in the relief efforts for Denison School. Organizers are asking those interested to bring their donations today, which is World Kindness Day. Organizers say they're hoping to show the district's kindness by helping the teachers and students of Denison School in their time of need. Denison School suffered major damage from the tornado, and several of the school's students lost homes. The school also received major flood damage to classrooms. Members of the community are also invited to participate in the DeQueen Schools fundraising event. If you or your business would like to give, you can drop off your check or money at the front office of any DeQueen Public School campus by the end of school day today. Please make checks payable to Denison Public Schools. That's it for this edition of KDQN News. We'll be back at 8 a.m. with some more. But in the meantime, check out your number one country online, kdqn.net. You can also find us on Facebook for more local news, upcoming events, sports, and more. I'm Patrick Massey.
Local news this hour has been presented by Teeter Motor Company in Mena. The deals are always sweeter at Teeter. And by your Southwest Arkansas Shelter Insurance agents, Todd Moore and Dirks, Jeff Woods in DeQueen, and Joey Bailey in Ashdown. For local news when you want it, 24 hours a day, go to our website at kdqn.net. Pilgrim's Pride DeQueen Processing Plant has immediate openings for maintenance, both shifts, production workers, all shifts, part-time and temporary employment positions available. Between now and December 23rd, all new hires will receive a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Applications are available online at jobvite.com or at Pilgrim's Employment Office at 401 South 3rd Street in DeQueen, open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Pilgrim's is an affirmative action equal opportunity employer. Minorities and veterans are encouraged to apply.
It's that time of year again, and Southern Girls Flowers and Gifts is gearing up for their annual Christmas open house event. The entire store is transformed into a Christmas wonderland, and you get 20% off it all. Everything besides Jim Shore and Aromatique products will be on display for 20% off and ready to make your home holiday season chic. On Friday, November 18th, stop in all day long for shopping, samples, plus door prizes, hot coffee, and apple cider. It's an event you never want to miss. Get your Christmas shopping done easily and locally at Southern Girls Flowers and Gifts, November 18th.
Hey guys, Brandon McGill here with James Hodge Dodge in Broken Bow. There's never been a better time than now to get a new Ram truck. With just 2.9% APR on the all-new Ram 1500 Lone Star, you can afford a 5.7-liter Hemi with 395 horsepower and over 12,000 pounds of towing with no payments for 90 days and over $4,000 in rebates. Now that's a sweet deal. Visit James Hodge Dodge on South Park Drive in Broken Bow or online at jameshodgedodge.com.
Did you know that there are more tobacco retailers in Latin American communities than in other neighborhoods? Tobacco companies have strategically targeted racial and ethnic minorities for decades. Don't be fooled by the tobacco industry. Quitting is hard. We can help. Be you. Be well. Call 833-283-WELL today to talk to a trained counselor and develop your quit plan. That's 833-283-9355. Brought to you by UAPB, Minority Initiative Subrecipient Grant Office, the Department of Health, and Legacy Initiatives.
Rich Mountain Electric Cooperative. We're the people behind every light switched on for the baby's 2 a.m. feeding, the computer you start up to begin your business day, and we're always there, down the line, powering farms and industries somewhere across southwest Arkansas and southeast Oklahoma. We are 32 dedicated team members, delivering more than just electricity. We deliver power. Power generated reliably and safely for you and your family now and in the future. We are Rich Mountain Electric Cooperative. Power and people.
When you're looking for prompt and accurate service for all your closing, abstracting, and title work, Mark Jackson with Jackson Title is who you're looking for. Mark has over 25 years experience serving in real estate, abstracting, and closing work. Jackson Title serves the Kdqn, Ashdown, Horatio, and Murfreesboro areas. Locally owned and a proud supporter of our local youth football. Visit JacksonTitleCompany.com. Stop by any of their locations or give Mark a call today at 870-642-2222. It's Jackson Title Company.
Your premier propane provider, Pinnacle Propane, is back and stronger than ever with aggressive low pricing, consistently reliable service, and safety measures second to none. Pinnacle Propane is your best choice for safe, reliable propane and service at a great price. Call or visit one of our local service centers at Hope, Monticello, Mena, Nashville, or Kdqn to find which budget plan works best for you. For services, contact information, or to make a payment, visit us online at pinnaclepropane.com.
For 25 years, the Breast Care Program has helped diagnose over 1,900 women with breast and cervical cancers in Arkansas. Screenings can help you find cancer early when it's easier to treat. The Breast Care Program has enrolled over 128,000 women. Find out if you qualify for free cancer screenings at arbreastcare.com. That's arbreastcare.com. Screenings save lives. A message from the Arkansas Department of Health.
Kubota products provide the horsepower, versatility, and dependability to get the job done right. But that doesn't mean you can cut corners on your regular routine maintenance. Keep your equipment running smoothly by bringing your Kubota mower, subcompact tractor, or hay series tractors into More Your Equipment sales and rentals for a tune-up or oil change today. Call one of our experts for any questions about your Kubota products, or stop by More Your Equipment sales and rentals in Idabel or Kdqn to keep your Kubota running strong.
All right, we are back. Kdqn Live, Kdqn 92.1 Live on Facebook Live. That's a lot of lives.
A lot of lives.
That's a lot of lives.
We're live everywhere.
That's right. Good morning for the 7 o'clock hour. We got Greg Revels in studio and a very special in-studio guest. We got Superintendent Jason Sanders. How are you doing today?
Good morning. Doing great.
Good. What are we talking about today when it comes to Kdqn schools?
Yeah. Thanks for letting us come by this morning. We just wanted to remind the community about tomorrow. We're going to be doing our 10th annual Senior Citizens Thanksgiving Luncheon. So it's something that we started, like I said, about 10 years ago. And we just wanted to do something for our community and those senior citizens in the community. And we'd encourage anybody to come out. It's going to be from 11:30 to 12:30 at the Kdqn Elementary School cafeteria. And it's free, no charge. So we're glad to be able to do that. And we'll have a lot of people there. And so we encourage you to come out and come see us.
So, Jason, one question I've got is, what is a senior citizen as far as qualifying to come?
You bet.
Greg.
Yeah, I qualify. I'm a qualifier.
Greg, you qualify.
Yeah.
60 and over.
There you go.
That's what we consider seniors.
Hey, I finally found something I'm overqualified.
Yeah, that's for, right. Yeah. Actually, no professionals allowed.
That's right. But again, thanks for letting us come by, and we just wanted to remind everybody tomorrow of that, and we'd love to see you.
Absolutely. So free, and it's at the high school cafeteria?
It's going to be at the elementary cafeteria at the
I'm the worst.
Kdqn Elementary Cafeteria.
So what about parking, Jason? Where would you park? Do you go down Treating Plant Road and go down the double roads there?
Yes, just park anywhere you can along from the primary to the elementary. We should have plenty of parking for you up that way.
Awesome. Anything else coming up soon? Because that was a quick plug. Anything else you want to talk about? We got basketball kicking off.
Busy time of year.
Yeah, for sure.
Basketball. We've also got the fundraiser going for Denison Schools.
That's right.
That I've heard that on the radio. So just encourage anybody if they'd like to help with that to just contact us.
Yeah, if you hadn't been over there, it's just
you got to.
Unbelievably catastrophic
destruction.
Sure is.
And we talked about that a little bit before. It's just amazing that more people weren't fatally injured.
Yeah.
And as much damage as there was. But, schools does a lot of things. I mean, what's 1 week till you get out for Thanksgiving, right?
It's busy. Yeah, seems like just yesterday, the start of school. So it's went by very fast.
Yeah. But go ahead.
I was going to please finish your thought.
I don't know what it was.
Me either.
Yeah, okay.
You never know.
Yeah, that's right. It could have been anything.
Yeah. Well, we just want to blast it out there. Senior Citizens Luncheon tomorrow, elementary cafeteria, 11:30 to 12:30. Free. Come by, senior citizen or not. You can bring. Come with your senior citizen as well, right? And
you bet.
Yeah.
Again, thanks for 92.1 letting us remind the community and go Leopards.
All right. Yeah, go Leopards. That's a big one. We're actually going to talk about that here in a second. We got sports coming up next. But first, we got to get into your weather, brought to you by First State Bank. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
State Bank, we've been serving the area since 1973. We're local, just like you, and being local means we make local decisions too. We're here to serve you quickly so you can spend your time wisely and not in line. Now, that's just one of the many benefits you get when you bank with a local community bank. Bank at home with us at First State Bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All we're here to do. We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you. Bailouts, $1 million bonuses are not the sort of thing we do. We're just a small fry with a little guy. We're a lot like you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you. First State Bank, member FDIC. We're big on you.
We're just a small town community bank, but we're big on you.
Number one country weather.
Cold. All right. Yeah, cold is the that is the forecast for today, but possibly more than that. 80% chance of precipitation. That's what I'm going to call it, because it says rain showers possibly mixed with sleet after 3 p.m. High near 48 today. East winds about 10 miles per hour coming from the north. Tonight, 70% chance of showers as well, mostly cloudy with a low around 32. These showers should be before 9 p.m. I don't think we're going to see any freezing precipitation. Like, we might see a little bit of sleet, like it's saying. I don't think there's going to be any accumulation and or slick roads, but up near the bridges and stuff, that could just
a little bit
on
maybe
the mind
tonight.
Yeah tonight. So and then just cold temperatures. Really, that is the trend for the rest of the week. Highs in the low 50s and lows in the mid-20s. So that's pretty much it. Currently 35 degrees outside your number one country studios right now. And we got all the time in the world. We usually do this a little bit later, but I really want to get into sports right now.
Okay.
Because I ran the board for the Ashdown game.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a game, right?
What a game, man. We'll get into it. And we got Leopards to talk about as well, and Razorbacks and the whole deal. So we'll be right back with the Brew Crew. Sports up next.
DNS Carpets in Ashdown and Nashville are more than just a flooring specialty store. They're experts in sales and design and will help you find the perfect floor for how you live. DNS features and installs carpet, hardwood, laminate, vinyl, and tile. They even install custom showers and backsplashes. They take pride in selling a complete package of services, which includes the very important process of installing your floor in a quick and professional manner. Their large selection, quality, and value make them the best choice for flooring in our area. DNS Carpets, 1380 South Constitution Avenue in Ashdown and 807 Main Street in Nashville.
At Idabel National Bank, we encourage you to use your skills to make a positive impact in your community through volunteerism. A world of kindness comes from people just like you who care by volunteering. Community service is so important to us at Idabel National Bank, and working together, we can make our dreams become a reality. Idabel National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now, sports.
Let's get ready to rumble.
All right, ton of sports to talk about from over the weekend. Greg.
You want me to talk about basketball?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's talk about basketball. The Queen Leopards and Lady Leopards traveled to Hayworth to open their season Friday night. And Lady Leopards rolled to a very impressive 62-25 victory, while the Leopards fell to the Lions in boys action 71-58. The Queen girls raced to a 31-0 lead early in the second quarter before calling off the pressure and settling for the 62-25 win. 9 different Lady Leopards figured in the scoring, with Belle Lindsay leading the way with 20, including 17 first-half points.
Nice.
Allison Dawkins poured in 11. Mims Garcia was also in double figures with 10. Dayton Newberry added 7 points and 7 rebounds, and she's one of our DQTV people. So
stars.
Yeah. And in the boys contest, Hayworth jumped out to a 25-14 lead after the first quarter, and the Leopards, as close as they could get, was 7 points the rest of the way. Nathan Patterson was the McDonald's player of the game Friday night. He led the Leopards with 25 points and 5 rebounds. Manny Hernandez scored 15, and Cooper Young added 12. The DeQueen teams come home for action Friday night in the Coliseum against Costtot River.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one, man.
Their home opener. Yeah.
And for Costtot River fans, if you listen to this station, you can listen to the game from your angle on KENA. I do believe they're doing up in Mina. They're doing the Costtot River side of the broadcast up at our sister station.
Well, are you saying we're not?
No.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm a homer.
You are a homer.
I am a homer.
Yeah, you are.
I am a homer, and I unabashedly admit it.
You don't mind.
No, I am a homer.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a homer. But I'm going to tell you. I want to tell you something about both these games.
Please.
One is the girls jumped out to a 31-0 lead.
Mm-hmm.
So and once that happened, it was kind of
that's just momentum.
We're playing everybody, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So and then the other thing that happened in the boys' game, the boys played a really good game. The only thing is that Hayworth, who does not play football, so they played a few basketball.
Yeah.
They jumped out to a 15-1 lead.
Oh man!
So they were up 14 before we ever started firing. But once we got going, we stayed with them. We just could never make up.
It's just anything. That beginning.
Yeah, and I think first game, just you got to get used to it. Practice is not the same. So I think the Leopards and Lady Leopards both are going to be all right. It's just going to just going to have to work on it and get some actual game experience, which they are doing, and that's all you can do.
Yeah.
In addition, the junior teams are playing Broken Bow tonight.
Yeah.
Girls are going to Broken Bow, and the boys are going to be here.
Hosting.
They're going to be hosting. That's right.
Did you catch the junior games before the senior games there?
I catch them all, man.
Yeah. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah. We played Dirks.
Yeah.
And Dirks was I think they took 3 or 4 from us.
Go.
And they won both 8th grade games, and they won the junior girls game, and then the junior boys, the junior Cubs won.
Sure.
So those games looks like they're going to start at 4:30.
4:30
at Broken Bow, and then 5 o'clock here, and that's 7th grade, 8th grade, and junior high games.
Right. Well, I've got this copy here in front of me for the Ashdown win over Lonoke, but I ran the board for the game Friday night. I can speak from the heart on this one. This is one of the best games of football I have listened to. It was incredible. Lonoke jumps out to a big lead, 14-0 going into halftime. Jim Cross, professional that he is, they're doing the halftime, kind of, all right, we gotta, do this. He talks to me on a break. He's like, am I being a little too negative about this? I said, no, you're doing fine. We just need to focus. If anybody can get in there, Matt Richardson can rally the troops. And man, did they ever! They came out and just lit them up, man. I mean, that's just it was what would you call it? Like momentum football? You kind of lose momentum at half sometimes, and then you come back out and whoever gets it. There was a blocked punt fumble recovery right into the end zone for Ashdown, and it just didn't stop from there. It was a great game. The quarterback for Lone Oak, Brandon Allen, was everything that everybody promised and more. He's definitely he's like 6'2", 6'3", just a big guy, just a really good quarterback. But man, Ashdown was able to take it to a 21-14 victory. That was just, it was a great game, and it came down to the wire at one point. So shout out to the Ashdown Panthers there. And yeah,
and you got Razorback basketball.
Yeah,
the Razorbacks beat Fordham Friday night. You
lost Saturday.
Yeah, Razorback football lost LSU 13-10. You got Washita Baptist Battle of the Ravine Saturday.
Yeah, still undefeated.
Yeah,
beat a great game.
Yeah, beat Henderson State in overtime, 37-34. Down 14 points.
Yeah,
with 5 minutes to go in the regulation, and got it to overtime.
That's right,
and won it in overtime.
Yeah,
and they will be playing in the Division II playoffs at home this weekend.
That's right.
They're going to play Northwest Missouri State, and that game will be at 1 p.m.
Nice. So we'll probably go live at noon. Yeah. We'll actually, I'll have that confirmation a little bit later. Yeah, noon. That should be right.
Yeah, I'm getting ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. Rex Nelson is awesome. If you haven't heard a Washita Baptist University game, definitely check him out on 102.1 The Good Path. And, of course, we'll have the Hogs as well on 92.1, right? I believe.
They'll be at either 6 or 6:30. They're playing Ole Miss. The football Hogs are.
Right. And apart from that, just quickly, I did want to say I watched the UFC fights over the weekend. Absolutely sensational UFC card. If anybody out there is listening who watched that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the main card, every fight ending in a finish, no decisions, no trickery. One of the best fights I've ever seen. Between Dustin Poirier and Michael Chandler, and then 2 title fights in which both titles switched hands. One, Israel Adesanya, who has been the middleweight champion for 4 years straight, finally beaten at the hands of Alex Pereira. Absolutely incredible. In the 5th round, Izzy sailing to a clean decision victory before Alex just pulled out. They call him Poatan. That's his nickname, Poatan. That means stone hands in Brazilian. So he it was a great set of fights, and definitely unexpected, some of it. I wasn't sure what to think going into it, but it was just such a good card, and I wasn't even really like that excited about it, but it turned out
to be really exciting.
Card of the year.
Great.
Card of the year, by not even close. So and we still got 2 more before the end of the year that could also be in that contending. So it's just like this one just came together perfectly. Yeah, so I was super excited for that. So any UFC fans out there, definitely jumping up and down, I think.
Yeah. One more little tidbit for sports before we go. The Razorback basketball team takes going to try to be the king of the Dakotas.
Yeah,
they beat South Dakota State. Now they're going to play. No, they beat North Dakota State. Now they're playing South Dakota State. And that'll be Wednesday night, I believe.
Man, I don't think the Dakotas can stand up to the Hogs in basketball. Man, they too frozen.
That's right.
They just frozen solid.
Yeah. It's pretty close to frozen in Fayetteville, or it was.
That's true. Yeah, the more northern you're getting in Arkansas, the more chances you're having of any accumulation, any icy roads or anything like that going on today. So if you're heading up to say Fort Smith right now or something, or past that, just keep it on the mind is all I'd have to say. Yeah. Apart from that, I suppose we should take the quickest of breaks. Be right back. That was your local and sort of national sports there, and international sports when it comes to little UFC coverage. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with the Brew Crew.
Hey guys, Brandon McGill here with James Hodge Dodge in Broken Bow. There's never been a better time than now to get a new Ram truck. With just 2.9% APR on the all-new Ram 1500 Lone Star, you can afford a 5.7-liter Hemi with 395 horsepower and over 12,000 pounds of towing, with no payments for 90 days and over $4,000 in rebates. Now that's a sweet deal. Visit James Hodge Dodge on South Park Drive in Broken Bow or online at jameshodgedodge.com.
I love Cossatot River Schools and look forward to math, archery, and the 4-day week.
I like Cossatot River because the snacks are good and we have 2 recesses.
I like Cossatot River School District because of the 4-day week, playing soccer with my friends and teachers and staff.
I love Cossatot River School because I love my principal. She makes coming to school fun.
We are unique, we are united, we are Cossatot River Strong.
As a farmer, your work is built on a promise to the land. As Farm Bureau insurance agents, our work is built on a promise to you. We call it Ag Promise, a competitively priced policy that protects everything farmers rely on. You're gonna love it. We promise.
In Sevier County, call Farm Bureau Insurance at 584-3911 and ask Alan Stark, Lee Hammond, Stacy Janes, or Michael Collins about protecting your agribusiness.
At Pruitt's Foods in Kdqn, they understand that quality product and a quality shopping experience go hand in hand, which is why Pruitt's takes such pride in their meat department. From choicest whole meat selections, experienced butchers, quality cuts, and excellent service, to daily low prices and special holiday deals. Speaking of deals, be on the lookout for their upcoming meat sale just in time for the holidays. By the way, if you're at Pruitt's Foods and don't see something you need in their meat department, just ask for an available butcher to assist you. That's Pruitt's Foods in Kdqn, located on Colin Ray Drive and available for online grocery pickup at pruittsfoods.com.
That got me. Like if it was just a text message, but the photo evidence being like, gotcha. All right, gotcha.
Yeah. Say who washes out coffee cups? I mean, rinses them. You don't. Nobody. Like I got one at my house. I use it on the weekend.
Yeah.
Rinse it out afterwards. Stick it up.
That's right.
It never actually.
Are you supposed to wash cups? If you're the only one that use them?
No,
You
I don't think
should.
so.
Yeah,
Probably.
like once a
Depends on
week
what
or
you're
something.
putting. If you just water coffee or something, I think you're all right.
Yeah, coffee's hot enough to clean it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
exactly.
Good coffee,
Yeah,
anyways.
that's
right. Yeah.
But like tea or soda, you probably want to wash.
Yeah,
it.
every once in a while. That's sugar. You got to get the sugar out.
But yeah, you were asking about it. We had a couple of folks in from Arizona last week. And, I thought, hey, it'd be awesome. Take them on a trip through Kdqn, through Sevier County. I don't know if they'd ever seen anything but a pine tree before. There's plenty of pine trees up on the mountain there, but the rest of Arizona is just a desert. So I was like, this is what green looks like.
Yeah.
But they absolutely loved it. We started with a little bit of a tour through Kdqn, checking out some of the nicer houses, some of the other neighborhoods.
Sure.
Yes, kind of give a full glimpse, kind of drive by pilgrims a little bit, tell them, importance of that and this and that and the school and stuff. And then we went back roading after that, because that's one of the best things about living around here is just getting on some back roads, especially if, like me, I kind of got lost a couple times. I never said anything about being lost, but there's a couple times where I was like these are roads too that, I mean, until I had a baby, I could have remembered them, blindfolded. But
I've squeezed out
I'm
that
just
knowledge.
dumb now.
Yeah.
So it took a couple of wrong turns. Fortunately, not like the movie Wrong Turn.
Oh.
We always we got out of there, but it was a really good time. Man, they really did seem to love it, and it's I like doing that. My wife and I have done that a lot of times. Like take some folks from out of town, show them around here. It kind of helps you learn to appreciate your area a little bit more when you have a chance to show it off to others. Usually, unless you're like, man, this place does suck, doesn't it? Maybe I'll come back with y'all. That's not Southwest Arkansas.
Oh, of course not.
Yes.
No, great place to live.
Yes.
And I'm sure that they enjoyed the trip. How about Hunter's Orange? Did you wear that?
We didn't. It was the day before.
Oh, okay.
It was the day before.
So you went on Friday.
Yeah,
I
went on Friday. Thinking I was poaching.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's good.
But we did get to see one of the most, just like a perfect example of like Arkansas community hospitality or whatever. We were going down one back road, kind of middle of nowhere, and get around a curve and see up ahead there's two trucks, facing opposite directions. The drivers of both are outside their trucks. They're just, you meet up with people on a dirt road. You might get out and be friendly, but they're kind of taking up most of the road. And they said something. They were like, "Oh, look at that! There's like a couple guys like blocking the road." I was like, "All right, there's enough room in the ditch. We can drive by." And as soon as I drive by, I instantly recognize them. And I'm like, "Well, we got to stop and talk to them too."
Yeah.
I was a little thirsty. They had a refreshing beverage. Shared one with me, and we kind of get to talking. And I thought that is Arkansas for you. We're driving out in the middle of nowhere, and you think somebody's blocking the road. Now you can get around, and then you realize
It's somebody you know.
them. Yeah,
That's right.
Yep, and you get out and talk to them too.
Yeah, I love that.
And I would say, even if you didn't know them, you could probably do the same thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's very true. No,
Yeah,
it sounds like the perfect DeQueen tour.
Yeah,
I felt like a real Yankee at one point because we're on another road. we had just got back from Cedar Bluff. We took him out there and we were driving back, and this one truck, he was ahead of me, and he stopped and pulled over, and when I drove by, I saw he was rolling his window down. I was like, oh, okay, maybe he needs something. So I pulled back over, stopped, let them get by, and I was like, yeah, hey, I saw you roll your window back down. I was just making sure everything was okay, and they're like, no, we just wanted to say hi.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Did you know him?
A little. I think
a little bit.
Yeah. Not enough to like say the name.
Yeah.
Just in case. You know, like I said, man, the baby. I'm forgetting. I'm learning so much about the baby. It's making me forget all these other things.
Yeah. There's only so much room in your brain.
That's right.
Yeah.
I got my larger town sensibilities where I don't remember faces or names. Like, and it's something you really have to change when you move to a place like this. You know, you live here your whole life. You know, you're gonna remember everybody. Oh, that's old. This and that. You know, and I'm just like, I think I know you.
Yeah.
I don't remember from where. Do you ever see somebody you don't know again? Like, you see somebody you don't know,
yeah.
you're like, okay, and then you don't know them again later when you see them. It's like, you know, they're just running out of extras in your life.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, send him back.
Yeah.
He was just a
don't
cab
say anything
driver.
or else we'll have to pay you.
Yeah,
all
that's right.
Yeah.
He was just a cab driver. Now he's you know, buying snacks or something.
Yeah, the hygienist in your dentist office.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. Yeah. But
I still don't know you, but I see you all the time.
Or you get to my point where you know who they are, but you can't remember their name when you're with them.
Right.
And it's like 2 hours later, you go, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's who that was.
and then you say to
time.
Mike, hey, Mike.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Mike, I meant to ask you, Mike. So what else?
It's Mike, yeah. Or the whole time you're just like, so how's it been going, champ?
Yeah. Yeah.
Buddy?
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Hey,
yeah.
Pally.
Yeah. Looks like you're doing good, friend.
Yeah.
Kayla and I really noticed that on every time we've taken a cruise because, you know, it's a lot of people on there, but it is a finite amount of people. And, you know, when you're on certain decks at certain times, that's kind of when other people are on the decks at certain times, too. You start running into people that you don't know. You haven't said a word to them, but you start recognizing people. And then you see them all over the place. And it is funny how the brain works sometimes.
Yeah.
I
It
guess.
just seems like you're running out of extras.
Yeah.
In a big city or not. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Also, what are some good red flags? I want to know some red flags on Facebook. Like when you notice somebody posting something, you're like, I think that post is putting you onto a list somewhere. Like people are watching you. Something about this one I saw, it was like, oh, this is my new pipe tobacco that came in. I've reviewed it among my pipe smoking club.
Is that such a thing exists?
Yeah, and I think it's an online club, which almost makes it even worse. Like
okay.
like
a Reddit-based club.
Yeah, your
Parlor.
pipe smoking club. You know, I just
Do you see anybody smoking a pipe anymore?
not unless you're 19 and it goes with like overall. You like ski goggles, overalls, and like, you know, I don't know, jack boots.
Well, they're
And,
not smoking tobacco, though.
They are.
Oh.
They are. Or nothing. That's the other. It's just an affectation. It's just something they have. Like, yeah, I got my corncob
Accessory.
pipe as well.
Oh,
yeah.
a corncob pipe.
Yeah, and I'm not talking.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble really like describing the hipster outfit for you. Just
Yeah.
take three things. You need three things that don't normally. You need a monocle. You need
Fedora.
a fedora. Well, monocle and fedora, you almost could see next to each other.
No one would dare wear a fedora if they
And a
if they had a
monocle.
monocle
Yeah.
back in the day. Yeah.
As a cigar that never gets lit. You know,
Yeah.
a pipe that never actually has tobacco in it. Just
The
you just-
skinniest leg jeans. It's like, are those jeans or
Yeah.
is that just paint on your legs?
Exactly.
And then big chukka boots down at the bottom. Yeah.
My pipe smoking club. I've never not want to be in a club ever more than that.
So that's a red flag. Huh?
I believe that's a red flag. I want to know your guys's if we have time.
This time of year, with the political season and stuff, the one that I definitely don't read is when it starts off. Like, I know no one's asked me for my opinion, but here it is.
Yeah.
Instantly a red flag.
Yeah.
So that's not going. There's a reason probably nobody's asked you for your opinion.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm kind of like it is with comic books. You know, I only look at the pictures, and if I like the pictures, I might read what's.
Yeah,
in
you
there.
might read.
Yeah, I'm not a reader. I'm just looking at the pictures.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at those. I just scroll up. Hey, I like that picture. What
Yeah.
are they saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
You just you want to see pictures of my baby, and you want to see
That's
what Troy
right.
Cravens is having for dinner.
Well,
That's right.
yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, he had pulled pork last night.
Did. I think we all saw it.
We all saw
it, Troy.
Yeah.
I think
okay,
every
Troy.
day, let's talk about what Troy had for dinner.
Yeah, absolutely. And what?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's judge it.
Yeah,
I'm sitting there eating the half the Hungry Man I didn't finish the night before. I'm like,
how
what's
is
this
that microwaved?
Swanson's.
I ate it cold. That's
Oh,
what yeah,
wow.
yeah.
You're hungry,
Yeah, he
man.
can't turn his heater on, so he can't use his stove
Exactly.
either. that's cheating if you turn
It
your
is,
stove
isn't
on.
it? Yeah.
It was rough, man.
Takes
I
cold
gotta
showers in there.
Sit there and look at that beautiful
Yeah.
pulled pork chunklet there. Oh, just invite me over. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I know you don't know me.
Yeah.
But
Never met you.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I saw another Facebook post, and I won't mention who this was, but it was food related too. They said we went to Hochatown Saturday night to eat a steak, and it was a 2-hour wait, so we had a corn dog. We came back, and last night they were grilling their own. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if you're going out there,
You
to
better
get a
go
steak,
early.
you better go early, and you better go with a little something on the stomach because you might be waiting.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yep.
We're getting in late. Let's get into the birthday club. It's brought to you by
Dr. Frank Teed.
You don't have to leave the area to get great eye care. Dr. Frank Teed at Arkansas Eye Surgery performs no-stitch cataract surgery on an outpatient basis. Dr. Teed and his staff offer great follow-up service right here. Schedule an appointment in Kdqn today at 642-2525 or 1-800-264-EYES. That's 1-800-264-3937. Dr. Frank Teed at Arkansas Eye Surgery.
what I have seen on Facebook last couple of days, that's always nice to see some big bucks. I'll tell you. Yeah.
Faux show.
Saw Bo McCaslin, I think, the first minute of Modern Gun, he got his buck.
Yeah.
Cole McRae got a monster.
Did you see that one?
Yes.
I don't know. I've never seen a buck like that before around here.
Yeah, and I love a story here. Said Bo posted this too, I guess. He said, watch this young man pass buck after buck over the past 3 years, and tonight it paid off for him, and that's a good one for sure.
We ought to start a Facebook thread and let people post pictures.
You know
of
what
the
I'm
buck they
thinking
got
about
on there.
Cole? He should have been working this weekend.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Got a lot of responsibility up there.
Yeah, he does. You
Up
know, the
north of
hospital's
town.
fixed to open up and stuff. I'm thinking, you know, what's he doing out there? I should have been out there.
Yeah.
Man, that is one monster buck. You
Yeah,
hadn't seen
sir.
it, but it's the birthday club.
It is, yeah. 642-2190. Number one country at yahoo.com or our Facebook, Kdqn921. Get your birthdays and anniversaries in.
898-3637.
That's right. 642-3637 if you want. 898-3624. I got to get this
24.
in front of you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You changed the number.
I did. I changed them on you.
Hey,
Just like on
King
Friday
Charles
night.
III's birthday.
Yeah.
See yeah, okay. That's the current one, right?
That's the current one. 74.
Never know. Most of them are kind of insane. So
Hey, he's number one.
he's number one today.
He is number one
For this year.
which amazes me. I thought it'd be some TikTok star that's 12.
And
That's
next
weird
year
'cause-
it will be once everybody stops talking about him.
Yeah, you're right.
Man, and say there ain't some cosmic connections because this morning I woke up, my alarm clock went off. I was in a dream where King Charles and the third and I were fishing off my John boat at the Queen Lake.
Nice.
And he was having a good time. He was like hooking, putting bait on his own.
You can't
on his own
bait
hooks and
you
stuff.
can't bait a hook with fingers like that.
Yeah, I
no
know.
way.
It's
It's
sausage
not just
fingers.
not dexterous enough.
Can you think of anything that would be more boring than being on a boat with?
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Like, this
What are
is
you
I
going to talk
dream.
about?
Yeah.
And especially on like a little John boat on like an Arkansan River, he'd be like, "This is ghastly."
So in the dream, he was having a good time.
Yeah.
We were reeling him in, boy.
Throw him a Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Can you open it for me? King Charles III, happy birthday, you youngster,
Crazy kid.
you crazy kid. It's also Yanni's birthday.
Yeah, Yanni.
Yeah, Yanni.
He makes me Yanni.
Yes. Travis Barker from Blink 182.
Yeah.
Yeah, his birthday.
Chip
today.
Gaines,
Chip Gaines.
who is only a star because of his wife, Joanna.
Who's Chip Gaines? It sounds like a.
He's Joanna Gaines' husband.
Who's Joanna Gaines?
She owns some Magnolia something down there in Waco. They're the ones that redo stuff.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know what the name of their show is.
Chip
I don't
Gaines sounds like a fake. He sounds like a he sounds like a professional trainer in Hollywood.
He's like me.
Chip Gaines.
He's really good at tearing stuff up.
Yeah?
Like, I could do that. He's good with a sledgehammer.
Right, but you just don't. He don't expect you to build anything.
No,
Just
I can't
destroy
build
it.
anything.
Yeah.
Putty is 58 today.
David Putty?
Yep.
Nice.
No.
Yeah, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Josh Duhamel, or Doable, as a lot of women call him, turns 49 today. Who else we got
here's
here?
that boing. He's 20. I did the best I could.
Yeah.
Number 48.
Number 48. Let's check out.
Is that not right?
Yeah, dude. That
boing.
That boing. I've got a real one sitting here in front of me. Let's get into this one. I'm going to attempt this name. Is it Onetta Frady? Turns, it's her 13th birthday today. That's a happy birthday from Aunt Jen. I hope I'm getting that name right. Onetta
That's
Frady.
correct. It is.
Nice.
It is Aunt Jen.
Aunt.
And speaking of Annetta Frady, who is 13 today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also got a big birthday shout out from Grandma and Grandpa.
Nice.
Yes, that's so
nice. Happy birthday, Onetta Frady.
Well, I'm going to be the dissenting voice and say that's Onita.
Onita. All right. All right. I'm with you.
We can always find out. Miss Jen will call and tell us.
Should probably call it that boing. And
Yeah,
see.
that boing.
No matter what, she shares her birthday with an awesome day in history. This was the launch of Apollo 12, the second manned mission to the moon, right? If you believe in that stuff. shares a birthday with Herman Melville's Moby Dick.
Oh,
yes,
which was trash when it came out.
Yeah, and it's still not like definitely if you plan on if you're like, you know what, I think I'm going to read Moby Dick today. Read the abridged version.
Yeah, the
Man, that's
long
hard to
version, it goes into some wild places too,
Yeah.
like really weird stuff. But so you had Melville. He wrote some good stuff. He was looking to be like, a great classic American writer, right? Or maybe already was at that point. And then took how many years and just wrote Moby Dick in silence and didn't let anybody and came out with this extremely weird, everything he had written before that is nothing like it, and came out with this thing. Everybody hated it. It wasn't until way after his death that
Really?
people picked it up and were like,
And that's why they make kids read it in school now.
I guess
If
so.
everybody hated it. It must be good for you.
yeah. It'd be like if Bruce Springsteen didn't release any music for 10 years and then came out with something where he's just got a spackle bucket in front of him and he's just banging on it and yelping and hollering. That would be the similar weirdness. And everybody would hate it, and then in 20 years after, people
all
would be,
they'd remember him
here's
for."
the genius of, Yeah, so there you go. Onita Frady. Onita Frady, I think, is what it is. From Bonnie and Olivia, happy birthday, Onita Frady.
We know Onita has plenty of people wishing her happy
That's
birthday in
right.
addition to us.
That's right.
Happy birthday, Onita.
Happy
13.
birthday.
That means you're a teenager.
That does mean you are officially a teenager.
Yeah, life about to get real.
Yeah.
Probably got to get a job now.
That's right.
Start
Yeah.
chipping in.
Start driving.
Yeah,
That's right.
Oh, no, you can't drive when you're 13.
14, all right?
Yeah,
You can get
yeah,
your
14.
you can learner's permit or something. And
Well, you
Yeah.
can drive without a learner's permit.
well, yeah,
If you got to go to work.
we only we share
the steel
lawful
mill?
legal
Yeah.
methods on this radio station. okay?
Oh. Really?
We all know
Oh,
what
it's
we
the
can
6
do.
o'clock hour. We don't do that.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
And 8 o'clock, once the kids are at school.
Yeah, I got you.
I can't wait for when the kids are at school to talk about what KFC has done.
Oh.
You guys keep listening, because in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about KFC once the kiddies are asleep. Or in school.
Back to sleep. Yeah, the
Happy
ones that-
birthday, Onita.
yes, the ones
by
that
the way.
called in
Onita,
sick.
yes. I will tell you, yesterday, at least as my evening was just wasted It was not. It was
Not
it
you,
was
the
no
evening,
no.
okay.
I frittered it away.
Yeah.
Watching a poker tournament. Have you ever watched poker?
It has been on TV when I've been at other people's house, and I was like, oh yeah, I think I left the coffee pot on. I'll see you later. What time does this end? Oh, it's a 24-hour, or until the last guy's there.
Yeah, it was more like poker, like highlights, and I think I've gotten recommended because of the interrogation videos. I've been in body language analysis and stuff. I feel like that's the link.
Yeah.
I don't watch
It's just
poker or
long
anything. Long videos. Yeah, so I watched like a couple compilations of like poker. Like the top dudes.
Yeah.
And one of them is, they call him the poker brat, because he just, every hand he loses, he just freaks out and just gets up and swears up a storm. And
All right.
yeah,
That's his little thing?
That's his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause you gotta
But he's
have a
like the
thing,
best in
right?
the world. Like he's, I guess if you win the big one, like the big game of every year, you get a gold bracelet.
Okay.
He's got 17 of them.
Whoa. All right.
The guy has like $40 million that he's won from poker. Yeah. Do you play poker, Greg?
I do not.
Oh.
Nobody's ever asked me to.
Oh,
I don't have any
man,
friends.
that's a heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to get a poker game going.
Yeah.
That's what I believe. I would love to do a poker game, but I don't like when people get so serious. Like, I really don't want to sit there for 9 hours.
No.
You know? Like one buy-in, one buyback, or whatever they call it. Like if you lose out, you can buy in one more time.
Oh, see, I don't even like
rebuy.
that. Yeah,
No, not even that.
No, not man. Because I'm like, I want to go to bed at some point.
Yeah.
There was one game I played years ago where it was like 2:00 in the morning. I'm like,
Yeah.
I am done with this, and it's still everybody at the table. I just but my luck was so good that night because I just started like not even looking at the cards, just going all in.
Yeah.
One. So now I'm getting more of the pot,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I keep going. Eventually, I literally just get, because it was like $20 game.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
But there was a handful of us playing. I just gave it all, and I was like, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You know why I really don't play poker is the same reason we've talked about what I watch on TV.
Yeah.
And I have so much stuff I have to think about every day.
Uh-huh.
I just want to be entertained. I don't want to have to try to figure out what's going on,
Right,
doing
right.
all that
Give me
kind
your
of
money.
stuff.
I'll play a game for you.
And it's the same way with poker. If you're really going to play poker, you've got to know. I've got to know not only what cards I have and thrown away. I've got to know what you got. I've got to try to figure out what you've got. And you've got. It's a thinking game, a very cerebral game.
There's more than luck, right?
Yeah. There's like a little bit of a trick that the pros use and that. Like when I play, I really just think what beats me. And I try and look and deduce, like, okay, so, there's this, I'm not good at odds at all in my head, but you can kind of gauge a little bit. What's incredible, one of the best poker players ever, his name is Daniel Negreanu. He's incredible. He is like the read master. I watched just best poker moments over the past 10 years or whatever. And this guy will just look at you and be like, I know exactly what you have. And he just nails it every time. He just knows exactly, and he's like, why wouldn't you say, one less, like ace queen, and say, well, how'd you know I had ace king? I was like, I'll tell you later. Not on national TV. I'll tell you why I know exactly what you had in your hand, which is incredible,
Yeah, dude should be a detective. Maybe
Yeah,
he is.
exactly.
Or maybe detectives should play more poker.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Right.
I mean,
You
if you're really
stress
going to
out
be
over
good
it.
at it, that's what you've got to be able to do.
Right.
And I'm not interested in trying to figure all that stuff out.
Sure.
I have to figure out enough as I go through the day, like how to time my shoes.
You don't even like Uno then, huh?
No.
There's something
Uno.
involved there.
I'm
sorry.
Really don't like to lose.
Yeah.
And I really hate losing to kids. So, my wife always said, let the kids win. Are you kidding me? I'm not letting them win.
His granddaughter beat him one time in Uno, and he never played again.
Yeah, I quit playing. That's right.
What about Monopoly? Because the Monopoly loss is dark.
Yeah.
That's. I don't know that I've ever finished a game of Monopoly.
No?
No, I don't think so. It takes so long.
It does.
Depends. It depends how you're playing it, Some
Well-
people do, they're very slow and this and that. But if you play like some brisk Monopoly with large, and use the free parking space for
You got to.
Yeah, you
For
got to.
fines
Come on,
and stuff like that, yeah.
Make a landing on go, get you 400.
Oh,
I'm down with
like
that.
And
that
cheating
stuff
allowed.
speeds up.
If you can cheat and get away with it, go for it.
For sure. But it's so dark. I mean, it's like, okay,
So you mean if you got a hotel, if I can just knock one off while you're not looking, it's okay?
I don't know if that's cheating. That's
Well, that is cheating.
That's just a tantrum.
No, that's cheating.
Cheating is
too.
like skipping. Like if you just roll a 10 and you move 11, or you move 9, or you skip over a spot, and nobody's paying attention.
Yeah.
But
if you're not paying any attention, I remove your hotel so I don't have to pay you as much. Then that's cheating. That's the
that
same
might
thing.
be why, like, if you looked at it and you're like, I thought I had a hotel.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's not there.
Yeah.
I just remember as a kid, it was like you'd play these games where it was like, oh darn, you didn't get into the thing and you didn't get to win. You know, we can play again. It was that type of. But Monopoly, it was like, all right, listen to me. All your money, all your property, everything you have worked for the past 3 hours is mine now.
Yeah. That's right.
And I'm going to use it to destroy your brother.
It is
a
cutthroat.
dark,
It's brutal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's kind of real.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It gets a little real sometimes.
Yeah.
Now we did play a lot of Sorry at my house.
Sorry's a good one.
Yeah.
Sorry is
With
where you
kids.
see who your true friends are.
That's right.
Which is nobody.
Life was the one I did because it was always just like you can't meet your mortgage payment this month.
Yeah.
You got to file bankruptcy. Unexpected medical bills. Your pet just died. It's like life, And once I started playing Life when I was a kid, I was not ready to be an adult after that.
No, I understand totally.
Yeah, and Life, you'd get kids, right? And like having 1 or 2 was okay, but then you'd get your 4th, and it was like, oh my gosh, like you're 9. You're 9 stressing out over your 4 kids.
Yeah, each a different daddy. You're having to fight for child support payments.
Yeah.
What was your
maybe they ought to start playing that in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, when you're a kid, all you want to do is be an adult. And then you play some Life, and you'll be like, I'm gonna enjoy this kid thing a little longer.
Right.
Yeah. What's your favorite board game of all time? I like Mousetrap.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Remember Mousetrap?
I'm going to tell you the one I've had most fun with my kids.
Okay.
Hungry Hippo.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
They are, for some reason, my grandkids more than my kids. My kids too, but they love that game.
I bet you got so into it.
Yeah.
Greg just
then Greg ate.
Well, it's just fun to watch. It's just really fun to
Play
watch them. That's what's fun.
Yeah.
It's just watching them do that kind of stuff, and I like to watch them. Now, if I'm going to play, and I don't know what you'd call it. I always like Battleship.
Battleship is good.
I like that.
Yeah. Battleship is like, you're cheating. I know you are. Every time I'm gotten beaten in Battleship, I'm like, I know you looked somehow. You saw,
I cannot play that with my wife because she will just straight up lie the whole time. I'm like,
yeah,
it's got to be dead.
I've
it's
hit
gotta
every
be
square.
Yeah, what is going on here?
That's right.
Can she just straight up lie to you?
Just straight
she
up.
would.
Yeah.
She definitely would.
Until I've just got her pinned where, it's obvious. And she's like, I've been lying the whole time. And then she's the winner still. Yeah. I'm the one that's been made to look like a fool.
That's hilarious.
Vox Post says his favorite is Monopoly and Risk, which Risk is another one. Just so much investment into just losing.
What's the one they were playing on Seinfeld?
That was Risk.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Ukraine.
Yeah, that's tough.
Ukraine is not weak.
It's not.
Ukraine is strong.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I suppose that's about does it on the board game talk, where we didn't even know I was going to talk about that. We should probably get into the news.
That's the most interesting part.
That's true. That's true when we do that. So yeah, we'll get into the news right away. We'll be right back.
Your number one country, 92.1, is KDQN, Kdqn, Ashdown, Texarkana.
Your local news leader is KDQN, Kdqn, Ashdown, Texarkana. Local news this hour is presented by Horatio State Bank. As a full-service bank, we'd love for you to join our family and let us help you meet your financial needs. And by Moyer Equipment Sales and Rentals in Kdqn and Idabel, your Kubota dealer.
For KDQN News, I'm Patrick Massey reporting. A Kdqn man is facing felony charges after authorities say he shot his 2 sons last week, one of whom died from his injuries. According to court records, 66-year-old Armando Arce of Kdqn has been charged with first-degree murder as well as attempted murder stemming from an incident that occurred the evening of November 8th. The charges were formally filed within the Sevier County Circuit Court last Wednesday. According to the DeQueen Police Department, officers were dispatched around 6 p.m. the night of November 8th to 223 Bobby Lane on the north side of DeQueen in reference to a double shooting. Upon arrival, officers found 2 men suffering from apparent gunshot wounds. Both men were transported for emergency medical treatment. Authorities stated one of the victims died en route to the hospital. Arce developed as a suspect in the case. A manhunt for Arce began that evening, and he was apprehended near the residence less than 24 hours later. The victims were identified as Alexander Tom, age 32, and John Tom, age 34, both of DeQueen. Alexander Tom's injuries were fatal, and he was pronounced deceased Tuesday night. John Tom was treated at an area hospital with non-life-threatening injuries and has since been discharged. Arce was identified as the father of both victims. Arce entered a plea of not guilty during a November 10th arraignment. Bail was set at $1 million. His next court appearance is scheduled for March of 2023. If convicted, Arce could face up to 40 years or life in prison for the first-degree murder charge. In our next story, well, we're more than a month away from Christmas, but there's a chance a bit of a winter wonderland will be coming early to southwest Arkansas. Currently, the National Weather Service is predicting an 80% chance of rain turning into sleet beginning this afternoon. On Sunday, meteorologists were calling for an 80% chance of snow Monday evening, but that has been reduced to rain chances mixed with sleet. Nonetheless, that chance remains good, with temps expected as low as 32 degrees tonight and no more than 48 today. Little to no sleet accumulation is expected. The National Weather Service has issued a precautionary hazardous weather outlook. The statement suggests light ice accumulation on bridges and elevated surfaces could occur in areas where temperatures fall to freezing. Use caution while on roadways overnight and into early Tuesday morning. The 7-day forecast shows the colder weather is here to stay for some time, with highs this week no greater than 51 and a low as bitterly chilly as 22 Wednesday night. We'll be back with some more local news following this break and these words from our sponsors.
You're independent. So are we. We're a locally owned independent bank. Because of that, we make our loan decisions right here at the bank. You don't have to wait for some out-of-town loan committee to get together. We offer fast, quick answers on your loan requests. Horatio State Bank. Strong, independent, and local. Member FDIC.
Get a great deal on the versatile, powerful Kubota M-Series tractors. Everything you need to mow, rake, bale, lift, and more. You can write it off the lot and write it off your taxes. Right now, get 0 down and 0% APR for 48 months, plus customer instant rebate savings. Now through December 31st. Subject to credit approval. Consult your tax advisor. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full details.
Visit Moyer Equipment Sales and Rentals in Idabel or DeQueen today.
And we're back with Kdqn News. Operation Christmas Child Shoebox Collection Week is now fully underway to bring Christmas to less fortunate children across the world. Local volunteers will be transforming empty shoeboxes into gifts of hope filled with toys, school supplies, hygiene items, and articles of clothing for children in need worldwide. The mission of Operation Christmas Child is to share the good news of Jesus Christ and bring joy to children in struggling communities across the globe. And it all starts with the help of a shoebox filled with gifts. This year's collection week begins today and continues through November 21st. As in previous years, local organizers will host a drop-off and volunteer site at the Horatio First Baptist Church, located at 211 Hazard Street in Horatio. Organizers are setting up a no-contact touchless drop-off system to ensure the safety of community members and volunteers. And in Little River County, a drop-off location has been set up at the First Baptist Church of Ashdown. Other drop-off sites are located in Nashville, Mena, and Broken Bow. Anyone interested in participating is asked to fill out a standard-size shoebox with gifts for a girl or boy in certain age categories. Operation Christmas Child provides a full step-by-step guide on what and how to pack. That guide can be found online at SamaritansPurse.org/OCC. That website also includes more detailed dates and times for when and where shoeboxes can be dropped off. In our next story, the Ashdown Community Foundation announced that the Domtar Community Advisory Team and the City of Ashdown will be officially opening the city's new inclusive playground at the Ashdown City Park this Friday, starting at 1 p.m. The project was made possible by grants from the Blue and You Foundation for a Healthier Arkansas, Roy and Christine Sturgis Charitable Trust, and money raised from the annual Ashdown Community Auction. Volunteers from the Domtar Community Advisory Team and representatives from the City of Ashdown will be hosting the official ribbon-cutting event for the new inclusive playground at the Ashdown City Park. Students from Ashdown Elementary School will be on site to join in on the festivities. Also invited are representatives from the Blue and You Foundation, who provided a grant of $150,000 towards the project. The remaining dollars were made possible by the many individual, community, and business supporters of the annual Ashdown Community Auction. The ribbon-cutting ceremony begins at 1 p.m. this Friday, and the playground will officially open to the community with a reception at 1:15 at the Ashdown City Park. The Ashdown Community Foundation is committed to giving back to the local community of Ashdown through improvement projects benefiting the local city park and downtown area. And finally, a reminder that DeQueen Public Schools is hosting a fundraising event today for Denison School in neighboring McCurtain County, Oklahoma, following major damage suffered by the school from the November 4th tornado that struck Idabel. District officials are encouraging every student and faculty and staff member in the DeQueen School District to bring at least $1 today to help in the relief efforts for Denison School. Today is World Kindness Day, and organizers are asking those interested to bring their donations today and show support for Denison Schools. Organizers say they're hoping to show the district's kindness by helping the teachers and students of Denison School in their time of need. Denison School suffered major damage from the tornado, and several of the school's students lost homes. The school has also received major flood damage to classrooms. Members of the community are also invited to participate in the DeQueen Schools fundraising event. If you or your business would like to give, you can drop off your check or money at the front office of any DeQueen Public School campus by the end of school today. Please make checks payable to Denison Public Schools. We'll have more news for you for our 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. news broadcast, but in the meantime, check out your number one country online, kdqn.net. You can also find us on Facebook. This is KDQN News.
Local news this hour presents Moyer Equipment Sales and Rentals in DeQueen and Idabel, your Kubota dealer. And by Horatio State Bank. As a full-service bank, we'd love for you to join our family and let us help you meet your financial needs. For local news when you want it, 24 hours a day, go to our website at kdqn.net.
Ashdown High Schools offer great programs to prepare students for today's workforce by providing programs where students learn the importance of teamwork and communication skills, like Ashdown High School's Serenity Cafe.
Start your day off right, socializing with friends over great tasting fruits, luscious lattes, frappes, coffees, and more. Located in the Old Bend Hall. Open 7:30 to 9:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. Check out our seasonal offers along with fall and winter favorites.
Order online at ashdownschools.org. Just look online for the coffee order tab.
We are Ashdown!
Local farmers support our community, which is why Farm Bureau Insurance supports farmers with Ag Promise, a truly comprehensive policy that protects everything farmers rely on. It's affordable and backed by fast, friendly service. We promise.
In Sevier County, call Farm Bureau Insurance at 584-3911 and ask Alan Stark, Lee Hammond, Stacy James, or Michael Collins about protecting your agribusiness.
Winning requires the right game plan. Like the impressive towing and payload you'll only find in the 2023 Ford F-150 truck. No wonder Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 45 years straight. The 2023 Ford F-150. Greatness starts here. Visit your local Ford dealer or buyfordnow.com. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
Since 1974, Baker's Towing and Recovery has been there when you need them. Baker's knows things happen. Tires go flat, engines break down, radiator hoses bust, and sometimes vehicles just break down for no apparent reason at all. Isn't it good to know that no matter what the situation, Baker's Towing and Recovery is just a phone call away and ready to help when you need it most? With locations in DeQueen, Ashdown, and Texarkana. If you're in need of roadside assistance 24/7, call Baker's Towing and Recovery at 870-584-3676.
Pilgrim's Pride DeQueen Processing Plant has immediate openings for maintenance, both shifts, production workers, all shifts, part-time and temporary employment positions available. Between now and December 23rd, all new hires will receive a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Applications are available online at jobbite.com or at Pilgrim's Employment Office at 401 South 3rd Street in DeQueen, open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Pilgrim's is an affirmative action equal opportunity employer. Minorities and veterans are encouraged to apply.
Miller Buoy Supply at 103 South Madden Street in Foreman is your premium livestock feed headquarters with products for show animals, animal health, farm and home chemicals, farm supply merchandise, hardware, fertilizers, lawn and garden, and more. Stock up now on buck forage oats, rice bran, deer corn, fall wildlife mix, and trophy rocks, as well as deer feeders. Miller Buoy Supply has everything you need to draw up that big buck this hunting season. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and 8 a.m. to noon on Saturdays. That's Miller Buoy Supply in Foreman.
Taking a trip with your kids' ball team this season? Or maybe you're planning a big family getaway and just need the extra room your normal vehicle doesn't provide? Well, stop by Kdqn Auto Group, reserve a rental, and travel in style to your next event. They have a multitude of larger capacity vehicles waiting to take you where you need to go. Check out the website at DeQueenFord.net or call Tammy for reservations at 870-642-3604. Our local Ford, Ram, and Dodge dealership. Kdqn Auto Group, proud to serve you.
As the world we know continues to evolve, it's no secret that technological jobs are becoming more prevalent. The job that your child will have one day may not even exist yet. Umpire Schools prepares kids for jobs of the future with programs like esports. Electronic sports is accredited by the Arkansas Activities Association and allows children to compete through video games against other schools in a battle of wits, eye and hand coordination, and much more. Umpire Schools, preparing your kids for the jobs of tomorrow, today.
All right, we are back live, KDQN 921 for the 8 o'clock hour there, live on Facebook Live as well. So go check us out, KDQN 921 on Facebook. If you like, share, comment, you get in the drawing for the Facebook Live giveaway we're doing this week. Elizabeth San Juan, big winner from last week, might have to wait another day or two for Patrick's prize to be ready, but we'll let you know when to pick that up. And we still have a few people that are hanging off. They got a few prizes to pick up. I recommend you do that before they get ate up. Apart from that, plenty of stuff to talk about. The one thing I wanted to get into is KFC, 100% KFC. So they're having an issue right now with their, like automated, they're letting computers run their social media accounts.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah. And,
nothing more human than that, right?
Yes. And they promoted their new cheesy chicken dealio in Germany there by telling them to celebrate Kristallnacht, which is a very horrible day in history where, the Nazi Party decided to initiate their ultimate plan, essentially.
Smashing up businesses, attacking Jews walking down the streets. And it was a very, very dark day that led to many darker days for Germany. Right. So celebrate KFC.
Yeah. So they had to issue an apology last Wednesday. Yeah, they had an issue apology last Wednesday. The chain's division sent a message to followers on its app that read, "It's Memorial Day for Kristallnacht. Treat yourself with more tender cheese on your crispy chicken, now at kfcheese.com.
Oh, yikes.
Yes. Not surprisingly, many people found KFC's promotion to be tasteless.
The chicken's good.
Yeah,
but the advertising campaign, not.
Yeah, exactly. So about an hour after the alert, KFC issued a follow-up on the app that blamed the tasteless promotion on an error in our system. We're very sorry. We'll check our internal processes immediately. KFC Germany issued a statement on Thursday that went more into detail. The company said it uses a semi-automated content creation process linked to calendars that include national observances. That's just dumb, I would think, because there's lots of national and international observances that are like an observance. Observance doesn't mean let's celebrate. Yeah. It might be let's remember.
A solemn remembrance. Yes.
Yeah.
So we don't repeat this. But don't repeat it over a nice chicken sandwich.
That's right. That's right. And it's like obviously KFC would have never had a guy sitting. Well, maybe I don't know. But like KFC, the corporation wouldn't have thought that was a good idea.
Yeah.
So, when you let a company run social media for or when you let a machine run social media for your company, you get something like that, I guess.
At least maybe make it themed, like maybe it was kosher chicken or something.
Or something.
Celebrate the partition of Pakistan and India with a half McRib, half Big Mac. ensure
We've
that
come
everybody will
together.
get half that
Yes,
they like.
Yes, that's right. that was a very, very dumb mistake. So just throwing that out there. KFC, I don't blame you. But you know what we were talking about on the podcast, which I thought was great. Jay Lindley brought up the fact that when you're getting service on something, depending on the service you're looking for, there's 3 variables and you can only ever have 2 of them: fast, cheap, and good.
Yeah.
You can do, any combination of those, just only 2, and you get the perfect, thing. I was thinking of fast food restaurants when he said it. Cheap and fast is what I'd give KFC, not good. Like, it seems like I'll go through the drive-thru and be like, can I get a bucket or whatever? And the moment I get to the window, it's like being thrown into my car, like a shot putted. Like, it couldn't be any faster.
Yeah, it's suspiciously fast.
Suspiciously fast, the chicken is made.
Go to BK. To me, I find that place. It's good. It's fast enough.
Yeah,
but it ain't cheap.
It's not cheap.
Where's that?
Burger King.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
If you go to Taco Bell, it's cheap and good. It's not fast, I don't think. It's never really fast for me at Taco Bell, And it just works on all those ways, Subway.
It can't be. That can't be true.
We would like a lawyer.
You know why it can't be true? Because Jay Lindley can't be right.
He actually, I brought up the fast foods.
Yeah.
He just brought up the theory of the fast, cheap, and good, and you can only have 2.
Yes.
He
brought a lawyer service. Of course, his wife's an attorney. You know, he's like, you want it done fast, and you want it cheap. It ain't gonna be good. Legal services.
You want it fast and good. It's not gonna be cheap.
Yeah.
You know.
If you want it good and cheap, well, that's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Not
exactly.
gonna be very fast.
If you look at Subway, it's none of those. It's definitely not cheap. It's definitely not fast, and good is debatable. I mean, after you eat a Subway sandwich, are you really feeling good? Like, stuff a foot long.
No drive-through. Come on.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of my car.
Some do have a drive-through, which is like crazy to me.
Oh, it
like,
must take forever.
Exactly. And the app. Like, I wouldn't trust my app to know how many olives I want. I want a lot of olives.
What about Chick-fil-A and their drive-thrus? Have you been through those?
I have.
Where they're really busy. I mean, it's crazy. They got people outside
taking your order.
Really?
It's moving through.
The first time I ate at a Chick-fil-A outside of like a kid, I remember like when the parents would take us to the mall, we'd always eat there. But I remember once they took us, and I was like really sick before COVID, when it was all right to kind of take your sick kids out. But I remember having a fever and eating at Chick-fil-A. And it's one of those, like, anytime I've seen one, I get those, like, fever.
Yeah.
That fever. Like a flashback. But, I went to the one in Texarkana, I guess, on a real busy day. I don't know if this is something they did for COVID or what, but they had people out taking your orders, and one comes up. He's like, what do you want? And I'm like, I'll be honest, I haven't eaten here in, like, 30 years. I have no idea. Please let me get up to the menu. He's like, man, I need your order right now. And Caitlin knew exactly. I was like, I'll just whatever she has.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even let me look at the menu before I could place an order.
Well, I was, I was in one in the Dallas area, and it was like, they did that. They were standing outside to take your order, so you could order before you got, to make sure that they were trying to move the line as fast as they could. And then when you drive up there, they don't have a window where you reach out and you got to be so close. They got this door that slides open. They actually walk out and put it in your car. I mean, which is, I think, is a pretty cool idea for a fast food restaurant.
And I'll say,
so you're not. I mean, how many times have you just in the money exchange dropped money at went through the window?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Your card falls. How awkward! You
That's
can't open your card.
Yeah, you can't open your door. You can't do anything. It's like,
and then you've got to be seen.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you got to like pull up and direct traffic now.
Yeah,
like, don't pull up. You're driving over your credit card. At this point.
Yeah, or there's like or you pull up to the next window to get your food. You see those people that with they're 4 feet away from the window and they've got an arm this long. And they're sticking it out there and they're trying to reach it.
Like
they're
T-Rex.
They're leaning out the window to hand it to them. And it's like. Yeah. Sometimes it just hits the ground.
I'll say those Chick-fil-A employees, like the only one I've been to recently is the one in Texarkana. They're like the most, they're super nice, friendly, dedicated. You know, I got to say, like I was really amazed. There's some best service I think I've ever had at a fast food line.
I guess I don't know the hoopla about Chick-fil-A. People saying it's like the greatest thing. I've had their nuggets. I mean, they were all right. You know, like nothing.
I love chicken, but I'm not a big chicken burger fan. Personally,
No,
yeah, I
like
a beef burger.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not. I mean, that's not my favorite place to go, but I am like Patrick. I think when you go there, they've got the service part down.
Yes,
I mean those people, they're friendly, they're nice. It's not like you said at the other chicken place. They don't throw it at you when you walk.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, we're going to try to hit it in your open window as you drive by. You know.
Yeah.
Throw it out.
Yeah.
And like I said, the one guy who told me, like, man, I can't really let you look at the menu. I need your order now. He was just nice about it, but he's like, I can give you one guess what we have, though.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know. It's all chicken. I know that.
Just in some form of cut. Like,
yeah.
You know,
like,
cut
you wanted
into
some
little
bread
squares. Or,
Yeah. So in fast food related news, I was really freaked out earlier. Yeah. When I read the headlines that Wendy's was changing their frosting.
Oh, no.
So
yeah, they're changing their frosting.
Tried and true formula and change it.
Well, you know, first of all, they cut down the size of them.
Really?
Yeah.
That was their thing to help with the weight problem in the United States.
Yeah, I guess.
Forced to.
I don't know.
Like now they don't recommend supersize at McDonald's, right?
Yeah. But it
I miss that. I miss supersizing.
Yeah, you can still get it, I think.
Yeah, you just have to ask.
Yeah, they used to be like, would you like to supersize that? They're not allowed to ask that anymore.
Does that mean just like go from a medium to a large?
No, I think from a large to an extra large.
Yeah.
They don't have a super size.
They don't?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I
It's
thought
not an
they did,
option on
but I
their
don't know.
app.
Okay. Well,
You can get the basket of fries now,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, basket of fries. That's
Basket of
pretty
fries.
super size.
It is.
there.
That's huge. It's like two larges poured together.
A meal by itself.
Yeah. When my mom was down, we got a couple baskets of fries between the lads in there.
It was anyway. Back to the Frosties.
Yeah, to the
I'm
Frosties.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
You know, so I chocolate's my favorite.
Yeah.
And everywhere I go, if I see a Wendy's, I make sure I go by there and get one.
Right.
But I thought, oh no, they're going to get rid of them because I've been at a couple of places and they'd be out. But we got vanilla or we got strawberry. But no, they're not doing that. They're doing the they're getting rid of strawberry and going to a new peppermint frosting.
Right.
Well, it must be a holiday frosting.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's like Starbucks
Yeah.
gives you that peppermint mocha.
Yeah. Yeah, I want a
whatever,
frosty.
Christmas coffee or something.
I want a frosty. Give me the toothpaste flavor.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're just like, all the strawberry frosties just rotting inside because nobody wants that one.
Why would you want that?
Just have 3 chocolate ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, just 3. I mean, I guess you get vanilla. Some people get vanilla.
Yeah.
If you're boring. I'd probably get vanilla, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm just going to tell the deal with me is I like good vanilla ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Most of it's not.
Yeah,
Yes.
but like that
Yeah.
home style.
Yeah.
Home style vanilla bean.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Blue Bunny vanilla bean
It is good
stuff is really
that's
smooth.
good.
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
good.
but just vanilla that they squirt out of that squirter.
Yeah.
It's just kind of
Ain't nothing like some Rocky Road though. That one's always been like it's been my favorite. I'm all about as much stuff you can throw in the ice cream. More nuts, more Reese's Pieces, peanut butter cups, whatever. Throw it in there.
I don't
You
hate
missed
it.
the original one, Butterfinger.
Yeah.
Butterfinger. Yeah.
That was the original. What do they call those things at Dairy Queen? Blast? No, that's Sonic.
Sonic Blast, Dairy Queen, Blizzard that you can turn upside down.
Yeah, they used to turn them upside down.
Yeah.
They wouldn't fall out.
Oh,
to
okay.
prove to you that it's inedible.
That's what it does when it gets inside you.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
come out.
It
It
Makes a
doesn't
big
come
lump.
out.
See, I don't hate Rocky Road by any stretch of the word, but I would prefer no chunklets, no solids really
Ooh,
in there.
I like the chunkies in there.
Yeah, because I pour milk in my ice cream. I go right into it.
Yeah, same here.
I'm kind of I don't know if this is if it's a thing to be like I'm kind of OCD or whatever. No, I'm kind of lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
Like there's a definite line.
So you put milk in it?
Well, I just
He's trading himself.
Yeah.
Get over it.
I don't drink or eat dairy often.
got
So if I am going to,
You're going all out.
Pull the pin on the grenade.
Yeah,
just throw it into the hole.
Makes sense. Why be a little sick? A lot of time. Just be really sick one time.
I got you.
And I just love milk on ice cream. The way it like crystallizes, and you get the ice cream for a while, but then after a while, it becomes like you start stirring it.
Oh yeah,
it becomes like a little milkshake.
I'll microwave my ice cream.
Yeah,
and then put
always.
in it. Yes, okay.
Really? I've never done it.
Well, I like mine where it's
soft, right?
Soft.
Yeah. You don't need
that's why
to chisel.
That's why I like Frosties.
Right.
Just you can
See the
That's what I'm talking
blizzard.
about.
The blizzard will bend your spoon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife looks insane when I'm like blowing steam off the ice cream. This ice cream's hot. Yeah, you gotta cool it off a little bit.
Oh, that's funny. All right, let's take a little break and go into some weather. We'll be back.
If you are buying or selling property in the area, trust Kdqn Abstract to handle the details for you. Kdqn Abstract has worked hard to build a reputation of excellence and to earn your trust. Their experienced team will close your real estate transaction promptly, professionally, and accurately. Kdqn Abstract is who you want to handle your real estate transactions. Kdqn Abstract, 122 North 3rd in downtown Kdqn. Phone them at 870-642-2533.
Don't miss the Carter Adams Flooring Sale happening now through December at their newest location in Broken Bow. Save big on quality glue-down vinyl plank at just $1.79 per square foot with 6 stylish colors to choose from. In-stock towel in a wide assortment of sizes on sale, $1.79 to $2.39 per square foot. Only at Carter Adams Flooring's newest location at 1206 South Park Drive in Broken Bow. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit Carter Adams Flooring Broken Bow on Facebook or call 580-584-2274.
Number one country weather.
Yeah, Jen says heavy whipping cream in your make your ice get your ice cream up, put it in the microwave for a few seconds, get it out, then pour half a thing of heavy whipping cream in there. Good night.
Yeah, she's about the same with milk and dairy as I am, so she's on the same thing there. Just go all out.
She won't drink the milk from cereal.
No.
Or you don't either, do you?
No, of course
you
I do.
Okay, all right.
What
Maybe
are you
it's somebody
accusing
else.
me of?
Sorry. Jen will not, though.
Yeah, it's
And
so
that's
good. I can maybe understand it. Like some milks are tough. Like Fruit Loops milk.
Whoa,
all right.
yeah, I don't
Few
like Fruit
sips
Loops,
in,
so.
I'm like, okay, but then once you start doing the tip, and it's
that
like
sugar all down at the bottom of it.
I'll tell you how you.
I have diabetes now.
I'll tell you how you fix yourself.
What?
You go get you some milk that somebody's just milked a cow.
Okay.
Some real raw milk.
Then Louis Pasteur has
that'll
got his
take
wild
you.
ideas
That'll
all
take
over.
you. That'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Put you to bed.
Because you put it in there. There's little chunks of fat and stuff in there.
Right.
Oh man.
That's your weather.
It's some good
We're
stuff.
Let me just go
Milk
over
a cow.
Yeah, milk a cow. All right. We do have a 80% chance of rain, showers, possibly mixed with sleet after 3 p.m. High near 48 today. East winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Little to no sleet accumulation expected. Tonight, 70% chance of showers before 9 p.m. A low of 32, currently 36 degrees. There you have it. That is your
Yeah.
That is your thing.
With that
man.
22 Wednesday night.
Yeah. I'm gonna try.
Your hands are gonna be cold milking the cow that morning.
Yeah, I know.
The ice cream coming out. Sorry.
I'm gonna try to keep the heater off.
Yeah.
Just bundle up.
Through that, your pipes are gonna freeze up.
Not if I open that up, open the tap.
Yeah, you let that. They'll still freeze up.
So in
It
other
just
words,
won't
I'm not
burst.
going to turn the heater on and be comfortable, but I'm going to run enough water through there that the bill will be the same. As what
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm going to sit there and freeze, but water will be running through.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll turn it on for that night or
So
something.
your
but
pipes
for
will
now,
just freeze. They just may not burst if you
Yeah.
leave the tap open.
Yeah.
There'll be no shower that morning.
It's just the heater is so aggressive at that house. I
Yeah.
have turned it on before, and it's immediately just hot air
just
right
Sahara
on me. Yeah,
through there.
yeah.
Must be gas.
No.
Electric?
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know why I had to think about that. No, electric for sure.
We got a whole new AC and heat system earlier this year, and the air conditioner was fine. But then we used the heater for the first time yesterday, and man, it brand new gas furnace. Ain't kidding. That house got hot in a hurry. Yeah, we were just like, let's turn the AC back on, kind of level this thing back out.
Yeah. No, I was freezing a couple times over the weekend. Even you, we did the podcast at my house, and Patrick was just freezing in here.
It was cold. Yeah,
it was like 67.
You can hear it in our voices when you go back and listen.
when you can see your breath.
Yeah, I love that.
Turn the heater on.
It was just cold. I had like a can of an ice cold beverage in my hand too, and it was just like right to my bones.
Yeah,
I mean, it was cold.
Yeah,
was like, hot chocolate next time.
Yeah.
All right,
that's what makes that podcast so good. I got you now.
The hot chocolate,
yeah,
absolutely.
No, the fact that I keep it like a meat locker in
there,
yeah, keeps you on your toes a little bit. All right, I did watch a little bit of a compilation over the weekend of a bunch of famous people talking about when they were in maybe a bar fight or a bar altercation or some sort of altercation, and Mike Tyson just appears out of nowhere and backs them up.
Oh,
like
man.
All of them are never, obviously they never turn into fights because Mike Tyson shows up. But that must be like a big, that's a big thing in your favor to be famous, and hopefully Mike Tyson just appears like Gandalf over the hill, when you're about to be in an altercation, and he just comes up and he's like, "So what's going on?" Like.
Well, you say like nuclear weapons have stopped war. That's been the greatest thing for peace. Maybe he's like the human equivalent of
That's
that.
right.
Yeah, he just shows up and everybody's like, no.
Yeah.
No Nagasaki's here.
Whoever
please.
he puts his arm around is like they've won.
Yeah.
Just,
So you know you're famous and important when Mike Tyson backs you up.
That's
in a
right.
bar fight.
That's right.
Yeah.
Are there people who abuse that? They're like Matthew Broderick going around like
Yeah,
getting in all these bar
Yeah,
fights,
yeah.
and he just lucky enough. Mike Tyson's
Every
always there to
time.
help him out, but
Every
that
time.
one time
Yeah.
he ain't.
Yeah. He's poking people in the chest really
Yeah.
hard.
The guy that's twice his
Yeah,
size and stuff.
Moves out of the way. Mike Tyson's standing
Yeah.
there like, oh man.
Or he's not.
Or he's not
That
that, one time.
time. Yeah.
You stop doing that. Yeah. Just to be
That'd be
famous
great
enough
to have
be
somebody like
recognized.
that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to
But-
talk to Tony Soto and see if he
Yeah.
can be my Mike Tyson.
Yeah, exactly. It's incredible what people have abandoned in these past few years, like the idea that you don't mess with Mike Tyson. That's one that's like, I think since he was a person of known person thing.
Yeah.
You don't
We're
mess with
losing
him.
that knowledge in
Yeah.
our society. Did you see that video of him on an airplane?
Of course, that's
Yeah.
what I'm referring to.
That
I
guy
guess-
just literally poking the bear.
Yeah.
And then I think Mike Tyson one or two shots. I
Oh yeah, he
think,
hit him
is-
and like he worked the body for a second.
for a
and that was
second.
it.
Yeah, it didn't take much until the
Yeah.
guy was just like a puddle of him
Yeah.
of his former self.
And taking selfies. I guess that was the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking selfies of himself being, I just got beat up by Mike Tyson.
Oh, that's right. The guy did get a little like Instagram fame.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Wow,
elite
cool.
class, I guess,
Yeah.
nowadays. If you got beat up by Mike Tyson, that's you're in a small group.
Yeah.
For these days.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. I don't know. What can you say? Yeah.
I say we take a break. It's past 8:30. We should probably take our first one. We will be right back with the Brew Crew.
If you are buying or selling property in the area, trust Kdqn Abstract to handle the details for you. Kdqn Abstract has worked hard to build a reputation of excellence and to earn your trust. Their experienced team will close your real estate transaction promptly, professionally, and accurately. Kdqn Abstract is who you want to handle your real estate transactions. Kdqn Abstract, 122 North 3rd in downtown Kdqn. Phone them at 870-642-2533.
Is it acceptable to go to Mickey D's just for a drink? Of course it is. But good luck leaving with just a drink. It's more than a drink. It's a Mickey D's drink. Right now, you can enjoy refreshingly cool small Coca-Cola, Sprite, or sweet tea for just $1. Get a small soft drink for just $1. Only at Mickey D's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
Safe, effective, and free COVID-19 vaccines are now readily available for all Arkansans ages 6 months and up. Booster shots are also available for people 5 and above. The vaccines are highly effective at preventing severe COVID. That means helping keep you from being hospitalized or even dying. Get vaccinated to protect yourself, your family, and your community. Learn more and find your nearest vaccine location at healthy.arkansas.gov. This message brought to you by the Arkansas Department of Health.
Banking locally does a lot for your community.
Diamond Bank is a family-owned community bank that makes all of our decisions locally. With Diamond Bank's new rewards checking accounts, we pay you to bank with us. Earn a high interest rate or get cash back every month. Stop by one of our 15 convenient locations today and discover the Diamond Bank difference, or visit us online at www.diamond.bank. Diamond Bank, 1710 South Constitution in Ashdown. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Whatever you want to be, it helps to be well. An active, healthy lifestyle is key. We offer tips and support to quit smoking and address health conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure. It's never too late to make decisions to help you be healthier and to be the best version of you can be. Call 833-283-WELL. Be you, be well. This ad brought to you by your Master Tobacco Settlement dollars at work.
Winning requires the right game plan. Like the impressive towing and payload you'll only find in the 2023 Ford F-150 truck. No wonder Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 45 years straight. The 2023 Ford F-150. Greatness starts here. Visit your local Ford dealer or buyfordnow.com. Based on 1977 to 2021 calendar year total sales.
All right, we're back with the Brew Crew, KDQN 92.1. Go to our Facebook Live. Thanks to everybody interacting and watching on that. Right here, I'm doing the turkey this year for Thanksgiving, but I kind of want to bring another side too, and I want to bring something a little out of the ordinary that you might find around the old Thanksgiving table there. So I have here 14 unconventional Thanksgiving side dishes everyone will love.
Oh, everyone will love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody will love them.
Yeah.
Now, normally for this type of thing, I would pull up something like vegan options or something. No, this is just
for real.
This is just for real. Okay. All right, because it looks delicious.
You
all
ain't
right.
capping on this one, huh?
No cap. Look at this. Number 1, garlic butter Hasselback potatoes that are like slivered.
Yeah.
And
Run
roasted.
the fork across them or whatever.
Oh my gosh, how good do those look? I'm telling you.
Yeah. That looks like hard work, though.
It does. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Jalapeno cheddar corn pudding.
Man.
Jalapeno.
Or like corn casserole kind of, yeah.
Corn casserole. I bet that'd be really, really good.
Boy.
And I ain't even a fan of jalapenos.
They're using horse corn there.
Horse corn?
Yeah, that white corn.
Hominy?
Horse corn.
Yeah, I call it horse corn.
Okay. All right.
This is the one I've chosen. Roasted mushrooms with browned butter, garlic, and thyme.
Nice.
That right there. Do you like mushrooms, Greg?
No.
This does not interest you at all?
No.
Does that look disgusting to you?
No, it doesn't look disgusting to me. I'm just not a big mushroom person.
You don't even like truffle oil?
I don't understand
dirt oil.
Yeah.
When you eat a mushroom, there's no flavor to it, other than the flavor you put on it, and it's got a texture of a.
Yeah, it has a texture of it. It's definitely earthy and fungusy.
flavor. It ain't a
That's
whole
called
lot.
dirt.
It ain't a whole lot of flavor, but there's some there, like a big portobello cut into that, fresh in a salad. I'll just eat. Heck, the ones in a can. Oh man.
Okay, I can't get with
delicious
those.
to me.
Those have a gross taste to me.
Oh, those are so good. When they've been soaking in their mushroom juices for 3 years.
I love
That's
mushrooms.
not mushroom juice.
You don't want to know what that is.
It's delicious.
This is I love mushrooms, but they just have to be fresh. I can't eat the frozen ones on a pizza. No way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And then
Okay.
the ones on in the can, not happening. But like
so
a full mushroom like that, I don't like them like slivered and in things. I actually don't even really like. I like mushroom gravy, but I don't eat the mushrooms out of it.
What?
Yeah, because
Work
they're
for me.
always tiny. They're always either canned in the mushroom gravy, or they're like slivered and reduced to a nothing thing.
That's like, you see a lot of people get mushrooms on their steaks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You like that?
No.
Me either.
No.
I mean, if you're gonna pay the money for a steak, let's enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah. I hate paying money for a steak and it comes through seasoned to the the nines. This is seasoned with salt and pepper, please.
Yeah.
That's what I want it seasoned with. Yeah. I don't need anything else. I'm paying for the steak. The steak is good enough.
That's right.
You know, the steak
I don't
has
know.
flavor.
I do love steak. Just I will not 99 times out of 100. I will not put anything on a steak, except salt and butter and some pepper. But
Use some Montreal stuff. That's fine.
Yeah, for here, you know, when I'm having to cook a whole bunch, I cheat a little bit, you know, and it does make it a little easier because you have a lot of people out there, that want all kinds of weird stuff on their steak. But I am not adverse to having a little cup on the side with some brown gravy with mushrooms in it, and maybe just occasional if it's a big enough steak where I can split some off.
Yeah, you want the option.
Dip it. Yeah, I want the option. Oh man,
not doused all over it.
Yeah.
My big steak. I've told it before, but I went to Outback, which of all the poor
Cheap,
man steak chains, I think Outback probably is the best. I don't know how. I never eaten at a Sizzler. I heard Sizzler's like okay, but I could be wrong on that. Big no on the Sizzler. So
you just asked me which one I prefer. I would say Outback by far.
Yeah, because it's a little more classy. The light is low. The waiters wear, like a dress shirt of something. I'm not saying that factors into the taste of the steak, but it's like it feels
they take themselves a little seriously.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of dark, and then you have that one lamp over the table. The bread that they bring is really good. I think it's a nice experience. I like it. Outback. At least the one in Flagstaff was excellent. But so I go in. If I sit down to order a steak, I'm ordering the porterhouse. I'm not going to order any other steak. You get, it's $32, say, or $35, which is pretty cheap porterhouse. But at Outback, they got to keep it cheap. $35 for the porterhouse, or $28 for the New York strip. You get twice as much steak, and the strip is on there.
Yeah.
So I get the porterhouse. It's the most expensive one on their menu. Maybe the filet might be more expensive. I don't know. But they bring it out, and it has this crust of seasoning, like an outer crust that I have to pierce and break through.
You like knock on it?
Yeah, exactly. And it was rare. It was perfectly cooked for me, but that crust on it. So I take a few bites, and I can't do it. It is the saltiest thing I've ever. It was like coral. It was like sea coral on it. So I'm sitting there with somebody, and I'm like, I can't send it back. It's the most expensive thing, like the most expensive steak. And they're like, well, that's why you send it back, because it is the most. I was a little too gauche, to send it back. So they come up. I haven't been for this thing.
I'm so
just
sorry.
Yeah,
that you screwed up on this
Yeah,
steak.
I'm just begging them. I'm like, can you fire a new one? Because you can't just scrape that off. It's tainted now. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and more than likely spit from the chef, who's also like,
he heated it up enough. It's okay.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But now they brought back a full new porterhouse. I was like, it was very good, But of course, they sent like 3 managers over to be like, I'm sorry, free drinks. I was like, no free drink. I'll pay for all the drinks. I won't pay. I don't expect anything free. Just don't hate me for sending back the incredibly salty porterhouse.
I just think with how successful A1 is, there's a lot of people out there who don't know what a good steak is supposed to be like, and so they the majority of people are just fine with the salty crust on top of it. But you get somebody who really can appreciate a steak, they're gonna hate that.
I hated it.
So
it was like sticks and branches in it.
What's your favorite chain around here
for steaks?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wouldn't even know. Honestly, I haven't experimented with them. The only one I know of is Roadhouse. Yeah, which I got to be honest.
How about Longhorn?
I haven't been to Longhorn. Is it good?
Oh yeah.
Now Texarkana,
good?
Yeah.
Cattleman's down there.
It's closed.
It's closed. Yeah, it's been years
After
I guess,
COVID
but,
or what?
I don't know why. I mean, it was open for 60 years.
Yeah.
Dang.
And
I
I don't know how long, but
did you go there?
Oh yeah, it was
Good.
great, man. They had
with a
now I can't remember. I
Cattleman's?
think it was Thursday night. It may have been Tuesday night, but they had prime rib, and that place would be packed. But it was so good.
So if you're in the market for a steak around here, and money isn't really an odd, like you're willing to go for the high end, do you know where you're going?
When you say around here, how far out?
Hour in all directions, let's say. Like Texarkana, Mena, past Broken Bow.
Well, I'm gonna leave the Queen out.
Okay.
I'm not gonna talk about the Queen.
You can get a steak in Kdqn?
Yeah, you can.
I didn't know. Well, at the grocery store, yeah.
No, you can get them.
It's called the Steakhouse Burger from Burger King.
But I am very fond of Jake's Brick House.
Jake's Brick House
out of Bell.
Okay.
They make a good steak.
Okay.
I also Pop's Place in Texarkana. They do
Pop's
a good,
Place.
yeah, good ribeye.
Okay.
How about chopping block north of town?
Yeah, chopping
Maynard?
block.
Now, what's the bottom line on these? You looking at $50 a plate or more for the good steak?
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Somewhere around there. There was one other place I was going to tell you about. And we actually went there when we went to the Razorback game, and now the place has eluded me. I'm sorry.
No, you're all right.
But I tell you,
good,
the best,
chain,
the big guy back there. When we go to football games, we eat well.
Yeah,
we eat well.
Yeah,
and he takes us to good places, and we ate it in the state of Arkansas where we went. There were 3 places. Fat Jack's is the name of what I was.
Fat Jack's, yeah.
And now you wouldn't think it, but their food is excellent.
All their food, and especially like their shrimp po' boys, and I mean, you name it, it's good.
But their steaks are great.
Okay.
And but we went to. If you ever get the chance, you're in Camden, and you can go to the Sandbar.
Yeah.
Excellent steak.
The Sandbar in Camden.
But maybe probably the best steak I've ever had anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I think the best steak I've ever had in my life was at the Big Texan.
Yeah.
Did
you get the big one? You couldn't eat it all.
I didn't get the 72 ounce now, but I got the 36 ounce whatever porterhouse. It was massive. Patrick got the porterhouse too. That was pretty good. Would you say that's among some of the best steaks you ever had?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It was cooked it came from heaven itself.
Yeah.
Beamed down, like cooked perfectly, and just seasoned with nothing.
But that place better know. Against Amarillo, Texas. I mean, there's nothing but slaughterhouses and then the Big Texan.
Yeah.
It's that cow. that cow's name. He's just from right down the road. And that place, they take it seriously, and I absolutely love it. Now, Hot Springs, there are 2 right next to each other. There, I'm just like, it's a coin toss. So you got the porterhouse, and then what's that? I got it pulled up here because I always forget the name of it. It is the Brick House Grill. It's right there where the Subway is, and the German restaurants down below. Man, they cook a fine steak. There was one. There's one in Little Rock. In the downtown, right off like where the riverfront is, the riverfront market and all that. There was one a couple of years ago. Caitlin and I went up there for something, and we were staying at a hotel, and we're like, let's just go. We were staying at the Renaissance downtown. It's like, this place is right next. Checked out the reviews after the fact, because when we walked in, it just looked like a little hole in the wall kind of place. We couldn't even open the door. Like a bellhop ran out and opened the door for us, and the guy manning the door was better dressed than we were. But everybody in the place was dressed much better. But we walk in there, they look at us, we're like troglodytes.
Yeah.
They're like, "Can we help you?" We're like, "Are y'all open?" They're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah." "What can we do for you?" I was like, "A table."
Mhm.
We'd like a man. They kind of looked us up and down, and we realized like, oh, this is gonna be one of those places. So we like Pretty Woman'd it. We went in there, dusted off the credit card. Got the most. She got the most expensive, second most expensive steak. I got the most expensive steak on there. It was definitely like almost $200. You average about $100 per person. Pretty good. She had some wine. I had some of the nice beer on tap. And then I find out later it's like the best steakhouse in all of Little Rock.
And as you're leaving, you go, big mistake. Yeah, huge.
Huge.
That's awesome.
There's a lot. I mean. When we went to Little Rock, we ate at the Faded Rose. They had a good steak. They have a good steak. Doe's has a good steak in Little Rock.
Boys, we could talk about this forever. I only have literally 10 seconds before I have to get into it.
Have a good day.
Have a good day, guys.
Support your cattle farmers.
Yes, please do. We're going to talk more about steaks later this week, I'm sure. Pull up your best places, Greg, and we're going to talk about this for real. We got to get into your day's reminders. That's news, obituaries, and weather, followed by this brief word from some sponsors. We'll be back with the Brew Crew.
A whole lot of folks are tired of the ridiculous prices of feed, fertilizer, and pretty much all supplies that have to do with farming. Unless, of course, you're a customer at Davis Feed Company. You see, at Davis Feed Company, we keep prices as low as possible because we're farmers too, and we understand. So stop going to the big store where they treat you like a number and come to Davis Feed, where we treat you like one of the gang.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
In DeQueen, see Shelter Insurance Agent Jeff Woods, proud sponsor of this Leopards broadcast.
Ivan Smith Furniture carries the most popular brands to create comfortable and stylish living spaces. From special orders on your favorite brands to accessories, appliances, and mattresses. Rest easy knowing Ivan Smith has you covered. Visit our website, ivansmith.com, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Ivan Smith Nashville. We invite you to stop by and experience the service you deserve. Located in the Furniture Corner in downtown Nashville. Let us help you bring it home with Ivan Smith Furniture.
You'll love home loans from Millway. The Millway Mortgage Team will put their heart into helping you find the perfect match for your home loan needs. They will keep the process as hassle-free as possible and guide you through every step. Talk to the Millway team today about new home purchases, refinances, and home equity loans. Millway also offers VA and land loans, plus FHA and USDA loans. Perfect for first-time home buyers. Stop by the Mortgage Center. Call or learn more at millway.org. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
Conquest Industrials is a proud supporter of their hometown of Horatio. Conquest Industrials is a local company of general contractors providing a wide variety of services including but not limited to plant maintenance support, equipment installation, and metal fabrication. They have a reputation for efficient and friendly service in Arkansas and many other states in the U.S. If you're interested in services or would like to apply, call for more info at 870-832-9044.
Buy one, get one for $1 at McDonald's. Or as we like to call it, the can't have just one deal. Mix and match a flaky sausage biscuit, savory sausage McMuffin, sausage McGriddles, or crispy hash browns. Want 2 sausage biscuits? Buy one, get one for $1. Want a sausage biscuit and hash browns? That's cool too. Choose more of what you love. Buy one, get one for $1 at McDonald's. Prices and participation may vary. Valid for item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
Time now for obituaries, brought to you by Wilkerson Funeral Homes.
Losing a loved one is difficult for every family. During such an emotional time, it isn't easy to make all the decisions that must be made. Pre-planning a funeral is an easy way to remove the burden of these difficulties from your family. Not only does it give you peace of mind for the future, but it can save the family's additional expenses. Pre-planning allows you to lock a funeral in at today's prices. Call or come by Wilkerson Funeral Home today to learn more about funeral planning. It's easy and affordable. Wilkerson Funeral Home, dependable professional service since 1929.
Mr. Gaines Harold Southworth, age 85, a resident of Fayetteville and former longtime resident of DeQueen, passed away Tuesday, November 8th at the Washington Regional Medical Center in Fayetteville. Gaines was born one of 7 children to William Henry and Mary Lois McClanahan Southworth on July 16, 1937, in DeQueen. He was a graduate of Faraday High School, Faraday, Louisiana, and went on to obtain his bachelor's degree in criminal justice from the University of California. Gaines later attended the McGeorge School of Law. On May 7, 1958, Gaines married the love of his life, Kathleen Carroll Chastain, and to this union 3 children were born. He faithfully served with the United States Marine Corps until his honorable discharge. Gaines worked a number of years for the United States Department of Justice as a federal police officer and later worked for the United States Border Patrol until his retirement in 1977. Gaines and Carroll returned to DeQueen and later opened their furniture store, Southern Woods. Gaines later worked as a contractor until his final retirement. He and Carroll were members of the Chapel Hill Baptist Church, and Gaines enjoyed his many years coaching baseball, leading Cub and Boy Scouts, and serving as the Sevier County election judge and chair for the Sevier County Republican Committee. Gaines was a former member of the Border Patrol Association and Sevier County Sheriff's Posse. More than anything, Gaines cherished the time spent with loving family and friends. He was preceded in death by his parents, his loving wife of over 55 years, Carol Southworth, 4 brothers and 5 sisters-in-law, Wallace and Betty Southworth, Max and Maylene Southworth, Bill and May Southworth, Perry Southworth, and Martha Southworth, and 1 sister, Mary Southworth. Gaines leaves to cherish his memory 2 sons and daughters-in-law, Kurt and Deborah Southworth of Bentonville, and Eric and Sarah Southworth of Plainfield, Indiana. 1 daughter, Adrienne Rush of Kdqn. 5 grandchildren, Christopher Southworth, Sean Southworth, Maximilian Southworth Beckwith, Miles Beckwith, and Ivan Southworth. 1 great-grandchild, Amelia Southworth. 1 brother, Dan Southworth of Kdqn, as well as nieces, nephews, other relatives, and a host of friends. Funeral services for Mr. Gaines Southworth will be held at 11 a.m. Monday, November 14th at the Chapel Hill Baptist Church with Brother Keith Rose and Eric Southworth officiating. Interment will follow with military honors at Chapel Hill Cemetery under the direction of Chandler Funeral Home. The family will receive friends from 9 a.m. until service time at 11 a.m. Monday at the church. You may leave a condolence online at www.chandlerfuneral.com. Jamie Elizondo, age 54, a resident of Kdqn, died Thursday, November 10th at Chai St. Vincent in Hot Springs. He was born March 5th, 1968, in Mexico. Mr. Elizondo was a member of the St. Barbara Catholic Church in Kdqn. He enjoyed the outdoors, grilling, raising farm animals, and loved his family. Mr. Elizondo was preceded in death by his parents, Margarito and Aurora Navarro Elizondo, 2 brothers, Antonio Elizondo and Pablino Elizondo, and 1 sister, Mario Elizondo Rojas. He is survived by his wife, Angelina Rojas, 3 sons and daughters-in-law, Jose and Gabby Elizondo, Gilberto Elizondo and Joel Elizondo, 1 brother, Francisco Elizondo of Kdqn, 4 sisters, Lupe Elizondo Garcia, Esperanza Elizondo Garcia, Zenaida Elizondo Duran, all of Mexico, and Josefina Elizondo of Tyler, Texas. 2 grandkids, Oliver and Emma Elizondo, and a number of nieces and nephews. Funeral mass service will be held at 1 p.m. Tuesday, November 15th, in the Monsignor Scott Friend Pastoral Center at St. Barbara Catholic Church, with Father Ramses Mendieta officiating. Burial will follow in Redmond Cemetery, under the direction of Wilkerson Funeral Home in Kdqn. Visitation will be held from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Monday, November 14th at the funeral home, with a Holy Rosary beginning at 7 p.m. You may leave a condolence online at www.wilkersonfuneralhomes.com. It's time now for the weather, brought to you by AEP SWEPCO and ACR Services.
At Southwestern Electric Power Company, we understand customers are concerned about their families, businesses, and communities during this pandemic. If you're struggling to pay your electric bill, please reach out to your SWEPCO team today. Check out available options like extended payment agreements. Contact us at swepco.com/assist or call the number on your electric bill. You can also contact us through Facebook and Twitter. Let's find a solution that works for you.
Call ACR Service when you need an air conditioning and heating company that you can trust. But what does that mean? It means that Ray and Cody Stinnett at ACR Service will do their best to fix your cooling and heating system rather than just try to sell you a new one. It means that ACR Service's prices are competitive and fair. It means that ACR Service will stand behind their work. It means doing the job right. To whom you trust your family's safety and comfort does make a difference. ACR Service Company, 584-3343. When you need a company you can trust.
Number 1 country weather.
All right, let's finish up the weather for the day. We do have an 80% chance of rain, showers, possibly mixed with sleet after 3 p.m., a high near 48. I guess a little bit later in the afternoon, it's just going to snap cold. Yeah. It already is. I mean, it's 36 degrees outside right now. East winds 5 to 10 miles per hour this afternoon. Tonight, a 90% chance of showers, likely mainly before 9 p.m., mostly cloudy this evening with a low around 32. And even if that rain doesn't freeze, it's going to be cold. So just stay inside, I'd say. And as far as like rainy, bad, icy conditions for the roads and stuff, just keep it on the mind. Just keep it on the mind. Apart from that, like I said, currently 36 degrees, and that's going to do it, my friends. That is the Monday show. For Patrick, our news director, and Jen and Greg, I'm Tyler. This has been the Brew Crew. God bless you, and have a great day.
Your number one country, 92.1, is KDQN, Kdqn, Ashdown, Texarkana.